What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Junkies coming to you live on 106.7 The Fan and the Team 980 here in the DMV. In Richmond, appreciate you checking us out on 910 The Fan or 105.1 FM. You can watch us on the Monumental Sports Network. And as always, we're presented by Crop Metcalf. They're the official heating and cooling company of the Junkies, looking to be their next 5-star HVAC technician or plumber. Just visit cropmetcalf.com to join their team. Happy Halloween, everybody. We thank you for tuning in this October 31st, 2025. I'm John Paul Flame, joined by Eric Bickle. Morning. Jason Bishop's here.
Yeah. What's up?
And Johnny Scooby-Doo Allville.
Hello. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
I wouldn't have known you were Scooby-Doo.
You don't know that this is Scooby-Doo out costume.
What did you think he was?
No idea.
You don't know that you don't.
Well, he didn't see the
this
top.
dog.
He didn't see the top.
You just thought he was a regular dog.
You don't. This
I've seen Scooby-Doo when I was 5 years old.
Scooby-Doo is the most
I
beloved.
haven't seen it in 50 years.
Too cool for school? Like, Scooby-Doo is pretty basic.
I'm not too cool for it. I just haven't seen Scooby-Doo in 50 years.
He's the most beloved cartoon dog of all time.
But to me, it just looks like a regular dog.
Snoopy? Snoopy's up there.
Kind of
If
slept
he
on
was
Snoopy.
Snoopy, I would know Snoopy. If he was
Odie
Snoopy.
is so far down the list. Garfield's little sidekick. No,
That's way down the list.
He's not on Scooby-Doo's level.
I think Scooby-Doo.
Come on, guys.
Scooby.
I think Scooby-Doo would be the one seed, but Snoopy's
I
competitive.
kind of slept on Snoopy a
What's
little
the
bit.
telltale sign that it's Scooby-Doo, like of the costume?
Color.
Yeah,
I mean,
The color? But there aren't other dogs that color?
The
collar that
face,
says the SD
collar,
on it.
The
Where, let me see.
SD collar right
he
here.
didn't see that. You think he's looking at that?
I did bring a costume, kind of.
No, you did.
I brought this morning. I just put it on
Also,
for a
the
second.
infamous Scooby-Doo voice. Hold on, I have to get into character. Give me a second here. That's my Scooby-Doo laugh. That's the best I've
That
got.
sounds pretty good, I guess.
Thanks.
Hey, give me a row.
Ruh-roh.
All right, I'm EB's favorite billionaire, Jeff Bezos.
Oh, geez.
This is your Jeff Bezos costume?
Kojak.
Hey,
Anybody bald?
You look like genitalia.
It's pretty bad. Doesn't match.
Where
It's
did you get
bald.
that? Like-
You know what? My wife had to do some Halloween stuff for her work, and she asked me to pick up a couple things at the Spirit Halloween store.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to pick up something that's supposed to go underneath wigs.
Yeah.
And I asked the guy at the front desk, and when I brought it to her, she was like, "That's the wrong item."
Yeah.
And it's just the bald cap.
I guess you could pass for Jeff Bezos.
I don't know.
But I like it. It does.
It's a terrible
It
color
makes me
problem.
chuckle. It does make me laugh.
And Valdez behind the glass.
Yeah.
He's a big Surfside
I'm a
can.
Surfside can. Yeah.
I like it.
That's his dream.
Also a walking billboard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I say it's kind of funny just because of how big it is and everything.
Yeah, I
but
like
I will say I do feel like a surf slut just wearing this,
well, you kind of are, but that's okay.
especially because we have cases waiting for
I
us
did
in
see
CK's
there's like
office.
I did see there's a case like taller than Alex Sarr in CK's
Make
office.
sure you pick that up on your way out, bro.
But I am a Surfside can, and then I'm going to be gifting this to Mar to wear to his Halloween parties all weekend.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. Mars got all kinds of stuff going on tonight.
Yeah, it should be a wild weekend, man.
Oh, you better pace
What time
yourself.
does it start today?
Probably like 5 or 6
Happy
o'clock.
hour time?
Yeah, happy hour. I'm doing a costume party in Reston at my friend's house. Big Banger
Yeah.
there. And
I mean,
then
like you're mentioning, it's not only Halloween, it's basically Halloween
Oh, yeah.
because it's on
Yeah.
a Friday.
and then tomorrow's
It's
my
big.
birthday, so we're throwing a party at my house.
Yeah.
So it's going to be back-to-back
Lots
days.
of
November
spooks
1.
and goblins and ghosts and Surfside cans.
Yeah,
will be there.
what are the odds he works from home on Monday?
100%.
1,000%.
Hey, I got my Surfside umbrella for my patio yesterday.
Very good.
I actually need
Big,
one.
full size.
Dude, I actually need one.
I think I'm going to wait until the spring
I'm
to
gonna
put it
tell
up
Bobby.
because
Yeah.
we're not really going to be using the deck very often in the fall when it's
Right.
cold.
You're not out on your deck hitting golf balls every day?
No.
I totally need one.
Hold on. You have a Surfside umbrella
Yes.
on your patio?
I mean, I haven't put it up yet, but
like,
yes.
What is this? Open road?
Yeah, it's like he said the Green Turtle.
I know. It's like Jackson's.
I
No,
can actually
somebody-
use one. It's free.
Somebody sent us a DM
Free is big.
from Florida where they were at a bar or restaurant and there
Yeah,
were
a bar.
3 or 4 of these Surfside umbrellas. and I took a picture and I sent it over to Bobby, and I was like, man, you guys are blowing up. Look at the umbrellas. Next thing I know, he sends me one.
JP, keyword restaurant.
What am I supposed to do?
Not your house. Go to Target.
I didn't buy it. I didn't even ask for it. He sent it.
Hey, I would.
He's a friend of mine. And you know what? Unlike my other umbrella, this one will have no mold.
Oh man.
People will be coming in.
Okay,
What would you do?
Jason?
What would you do? You're wearing a Surfside outfit.
I know. It's part of the show as
He's
a
just doing it
sponsor.
for
It's
the
not
bit.
my. It's not my great house in Gaithersburg.
We don't have a great house.
He's gonna have
We got no gay house.
He obviously don't have a great house.
He's going to be bitter.
Got a Surfside
He's going to
umbrella.
be bitter when people are hanging out in his backyard ordering
I know.
Surfsides from the inside.
Yeah, you got a bar back roaming around in your patio.
I actually need the second because I've got two umbrellas,
No, see, this is the
two tables.
This is the distress call.
On the
They're
deck.
setting out.
I realize I'm being a slut right now, but it's
okay.
I don't. My house is not furnished by Surfside paraphernalia.
It's all good.
like I'm at the Starboard.
Hey, I'm going to put it up in the spring, and I'll be proud to have it. Who cares?
Proud to
It'll
rock
get the job done, right? Keep the sun away.
Sure.
It's
functional.
I totally could use one. I don't mind. No one goes to my backyard.
Be a normal human. Go to Target.
That's what my other umbrella will be.
I actually don't have an umbrella in my backyard.
We have two tables. I actually just took. We have one, and then I took the one from my mom's house after she passed away.
Yeah.
Instead of just dumping it, I was like, I could throw another one back there on the deck.
Right.
So when we have big get-togethers, like when 20 people are sitting out on the deck, I've got two tables.
Right. Hey, I don't.
Oh, Cakesy. What about Benj? Benj is what is he? Minnie Mouse?
Minnie.
Yeah.
I'm Mickey.
No, you're Minnie because he's about the same size.
It's tiny.
You're joking.
Well, low hanging fruit.
It's okay. I have to
Low-hanging
stick up
fruit.
the short kids. Ben's my guy.
My
I didn't
man
even realize he
Benj.
was
I love
wearing
Benj.
ears.
Yeah, the Mickey Mouse is very, very unfunny.
Yeah.
Terribly unfunny character.
Are you doing like
was-
Halloween parties too, or is that your scene?
No, he's
Tonight,
just gonna hand out candy.
tonight I'm gonna drink Rumple Mints, pass out on my front porch after handing out candy.
Hold on, you're just drinking Rumplemans like straight
it?
from the bottle?
Yep.
Just shots of Rumplemints.
That
Oh.
sounds like a horrible evening.
Rumplemints is the worst.
I gotta take it easy. Homecoming is tomorrow at Maryland.
That's true. It's a very good point.
He's so serious about sports. You gotta
He
understand.
is. He's
cannot-
so dialed in.
He's also calling
locked
Georgetown
on.
games, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So
He was calling like a Georgetown volleyball game the other
TV.
day.
Oh, nice. So is it going to be on ESPN Plus?
Yes.
Nice.
Good job.
Thank
So you're
you,
doing
thank you.
all their like non-revenue sports,
Yeah.
essentially,
I'm hopefully gonna do some lacrosse in the spring as well. That's my bread and butter.
right? And I did that. We're like colleagues. I did 3 games of that.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's right. He did.
You and I are just so similar.
Now, that's funny.
It's a funny quip there.
That
on funny
was
Ben.
funny, Ben.
Anyway, happy Halloween to everybody out there.
Thank God it's a Friday.
Jason didn't go with his zombie outfit this year.
Nah, I was just too tired. I looked at my clock at 3 and said, no, turned over to the other side. And the other thing is, I didn't want to put the makeup on and then keep it on all day. 'Cause
Sure.
It's just annoying.
But you'll have it on for the trick-or-treaters when they show up.
Right, because I'm going to have to put it on later tonight.
Yeah.
So I just said, F it. Sorry.
It's all good.
Wasn't in the mood.
No worries.
I'm not even sure what we're doing for Halloween. I think we're going to be the house that just leaves the candy out.
I didn't even know.
Because I have an 8-year-old, and I don't remember. Did our parents go trick-or-treating with us? I kind of feel like they didn't.
I think they did when we were like
Maybe
a
we were
certain
little.
age.
Yeah, when you were
but
little.
Like, but
Yeah.
like once you hit like probably 11 or 12, you just want
No.
to ditch your parents. You just want to
For
go on
sure,
your
I
own.
remember doing that one gratuitous year, that extra year when you're like 17. You know, we shouldn't be out there.
Yeah,
With like
I
a
remember.
pillowcase.
You and I felt jealous because we had younger brothers, and our younger brothers were coming home with candy. And last second, we were like,
Yeah.
"Hey, we got to get our own."
We went out there and got our own candy, but yeah, it was different time, dude. When we were younger, our parents would let us go, ride our bikes to a park, 4 or 5 blocks away, and
Come back 3 hours later.
Yeah, nobody does
I
that.
think I
anymore.
still need to go through the candy assortment and make sure that I'm not handing out any Almond Joys or Mounds to the kids.
Oh.
Those should go straight into the trash.
We got Almond Joys.
Because if you're handing out coconut-based chocolate candy, you should basically be deported.
I disagree with you.
I mean, coconut's just gross. I won't hand it out. I won't do it.
Jason's a
We
big
got-
almond
I got-
joy
draw a
guy.
line.
I got
somewhere.
a big box of almond joys.
Yuck. No,
Love-
thank you.
Love it.
Not a fan.
I honestly didn't know it was Halloween. I knew it was coming up. I didn't know it's
Do you guys not have candy?
Yeah, it's kind of candy, but it's just been sitting there.
Whose job is it to hand out? So will you be there handing it out when the doorbell
Oh
rings?
no, there's no chance he will.
No,
You live on a pretty busy street, I would think.
yeah, it's just not an important.
He just
holiday to me.
doesn't care. He
It
doesn't
means
care.
nothing.
not-
I don't
he's not
like
a
dressing up.
fan.
I know, but you don't have to dress up. I'm asking when people come to the door and they're dressed up, do you come to the door?
I try to avoid it. I try to find any excuse to put a pumpkin out front with candy in it, so people can just take their own.
Yeah, I don't like just leaving it, but my wife will guilt me if I don't go out trick or treating. But a lot of times we go to a different. See, the thing is, a lot of times we go to a different neighborhood because some of Isabella's friends are from our old neighborhood, and so often we'll go back to the old neighborhood, which means we're leaving our house.
Yeah.
And then somebody's just going to take a full bag
Right, some
and
hoodlum
dump
is
a
gonna
whole thing of
Some
candy in their
14-year-old
bag.
is going to take all the candy. So then when the 6-year-olds show up, there's going to be an empty jack-o'-lantern out in front of your house.
Do you do the things where you gift a beer or Surfside or like a mini of Fireball to the parents?
That's a great idea.
that are walking around.
Actually, I've never done
never.
That's a Dina thing.
that. That's an elite move.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So have a cooler of Surfsides out there.
You have a cooler of Surfsides, or
open
you
road
have
bottle of vodka just to give shots to the parents.
well, a lot of people or just hand out the minis.
Yeah.
That's what we did last year. We did a bonfire, music, brought the TV out, and had a cooler of Miller Lights.
Very nice.
And candy
Or
for the kids.
Surfsides.
Or
I like
Surfsides.
I gotta
like
say,
it. Yeah.
hey, Mar, I was driving around Arlington near my daughter's house on Tuesday night. I couldn't believe how many houses are decorated for Halloween in Arlington.
I know, people
they
are
don't mess
showing out.
around, man.
I know people are showing out this year.
Oh my!
It's been
Every
nice.
single house,
It's made my runs a lot better the last couple of weeks. Just checking out the different
except Tom
spots.
Wilson's house, not decorated. I drove by Tom
Oh, it's
Wilson.
not. You know where Willie? You stalked Willie's house?
It was right around the corner from my daughter.
Speaking of the Capitals,
Very nice.
It's silly.
we're going to have
I'm
Brandon
sure it
Duhame
is.
on the show later in the program.
Dewey.
And if you go to our Twitter right now, at Junks Radio, I retweeted a bit where Dewey is trying to scare his fellow Capitals.
Yeah.
He's in a box. He's
Yeah.
dressed up as the big bad wolf, and as the Capital players walk by, he bursts out and freaks them out. And Willie was one of those guys who got scared. There was one guy, I didn't recognize him, who didn't get scared at all. Just seemed like he kept walking, but
Dowder was pretty terrified.
pretty good bit.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Pretty good bit to just startle him.
And Dewey is not wearing a bald cap like JP. He's actually wearing like a real costume.
You really do look like a penis. I mean,
Right? Hey, yeah. You know, I have a Sharpie. We can make a drawing on the top.
yeah, we could put a little hole on
Yeah.
top.
You can definitely decorate it.
Hey, I tried. Brought something to the table. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, you did.
Doesn't really match the skin color.
Better than me.
It looks you know what? This guy, look, it matches on this guy.
Right.
I don't know if I'm red faced or what
don't
the
have the
deal
right skin.
is.
You don't
All right, let me see the
Not the
package.
right skin.
Let me see the package, JP.
It's called clever packaging, is what that is. Because that skin tone that doesn't match
Well, I mean,
anybody.
because it's a costume, so it's supposed to look like stupid. I think.
Definitely looks stupid, or I look stupid. Who
I mean,
cares?
I get it. It's not like, it's not like Hollywood makeup where
Right. It's supposed to be an obvious
definitely not that.
costume. Yeah.
All right. Happy Halloween to everybody. If you want to get in touch with us, you can always call us at 1-800-636-1067. That is the same number for the Main Street Bank text line. Cheer local, bank local. Main Street Bank is a business-focused community bank proudly serving the DMV since 2004. Visit mstreetbank.com to learn how to put our team in your office. Main Street Bank, member FDIC, equal housing opportunity lender.
All right, here's your no huddle money play. Northwest Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of the Washington Commanders. They're going to put $200 in your pocket when you open your first checking account and you meet a few easy qualifications. No trick plays, no fourth downs, just a fast drive to free money. So get in the game at nwfcu.org/score200. Take command of your money this season. Federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility is required. Good job, Valdez. Got to do the Halloween music theme today, Cakesy.
Happy Halloween to everybody out there.
You got to do that.
Thank you to the listener who noticed that I guess I had the bald cap on backwards. I don't know if it makes much of a difference, but somebody was watching and said it's on backwards.
So
and then I looked at it.
The correct way?
This is on the correct way.
I can't really tell the difference.
I couldn't either.
It looks exactly the same.
I don't look like Bezos or Kojak.
No, you don't.
J penis. That's what you're going at.
That's solid.
You
Very
do look
solid.
like a big penis.
Hey, quick shout out to Roger Goodell. Because the other day, my daughter runs into Roger
You're the
Goodell.
only guy who
Big
likes him.
Roger Goodell stand, JP.
No, well, my daughter was going for a run. She bumps into Roger Goodell, said that she had a 10-minute conversation with him.
10 minutes.
Does he
And
live?
then-
He lives in L.A.? I guess he
I'm
does.
not sure. And then yesterday, she gets a package.
I mean, no disrespect to Kelsey, but if he's got 10 minutes just to give to some rando he bumps into on the street, what is he doing?
So how did that interaction start? She's running. And
She was
sees him.
running. I don't know. I guess she saw him and recognized him.
She's like, hey,
and
Mr. Goodell.
he sent her an autographed Jaden Daniels jersey and an autographed Jaden Daniels mini helmet.
What?
She looked it up. The jersey is a $900 jersey.
I mean, that
I mean,
is
without
absurd.
the autograph? Or with-
Yeah, without the autograph.
So that's the official. So those jerseys run for
Hold on,
$900?
How did he got her address or like her phone number? Like how? Like
Yeah, they
how did-
exchanged. She exchanged it.
what is happening here, Valdez? This is bizarro.
Hold on, what kind of jersey is it again?
Jaden.
But I didn't know they
Signed Jaden.
had. Yeah, but that's not even the signed part. He's saying just the official jersey is $900.
No,
Yeah.
it's Jaden Daniels autograph Fanatics authentic burgundy Nike game jersey.
Okay, so it is an autograph one you're comparing it to. Gotcha.
And then the mini helmet. I mean, the mini helmet is listed at $500.
Oh, that's
signed
that's
helmet, yeah.
absurd. That's an absurd amount of money.
Yeah, she should sell it though. I mean, totally. I would
Yeah.
sell that thing like you wouldn't believe.
That's exactly what she asked. I said, no, you shouldn't sell it. It's a good story. She doesn't need the money.
Everybody needs
But
the
she
money.
did say, is it bad karma to sell the helmet? It's worth $500. She said, I'd take $100 for
What's
it.
she going to do with that helmet?
Sell it to me for $100. I'll flip it for
No,
$300.
you put it somewhere. You put it somewhere in your apartment.
Okay.
Anyway, she bumped into Roger
I
Goodell.
just don't
It's so-
understand why he's just shipping her all this free gear.
Well, because
from-
they obviously had a nice little conversation. But
Yeah.
I told
Probably
you,
said my dad does radio in D.C.
Yeah,
and
right.
blah, blah, blah. Big
but
Commanders
I told you a
fan.
million times when I was out in L.A. when we were still just out of college or whatever. It was before we started the radio show. I ran into so many celebrities. I had a conversation with 0 of them.
Right.
I literally bumped into Steven Spielberg. Like I'm running. I'm going down the
Yeah.
whatever the coastal highway, whatever thing is, go down to Malibu to run.
he dropped the ET script when he bumped into him.
He runs right into me. We bump shoulders.
Yeah.
And I look at him, and he looks at me. And
Yeah.
obviously, I know who he is.
Sure.
But I didn't talk to him.
Of course.
No, I
you
mean,
did.
here's
Kept going.
You
What are you
didn't
gonna
say
say to the
excuse me?
guy?
Yeah, we just kept going.
She said, met Roger Goodell mid-run, was super nice and talkative, talked to him and his wife for 10 minutes, exchanged contact info, and he's going to hook me up with tickets to a Rams game this year.
Oh, man, look at this.
Hey,
Right.
it's the
impressive.
value of talking to people and connecting to people.
I guess so.
Especially powerful people.
How does he
Sure.
have connections to get to Rams games?
Yeah. How does he work that out? How does he make that happen?
That's great. It's good
You
on
know,
her.
you might be hollering.
He was with his wife.
Oh, all right, never mind that. I didn't know it was with his wife.
Doesn't matter if his wife was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a good story though.
Hey, do you want to be more
JP,
productive in the
nice job.
mornings?
Do I want to be more productive?
Yes.
At what time in the morning?
Not sure.
Here.
Probably
Oh,
not.
here.
No, I'm plenty productive.
work?
Before work. There is some secret sauce to becoming more productive in the
Oh,
morning.
I can't wait to hear these bullet points that I'm not going to adopt, but go ahead.
Morning sex. It has now been
Hey,
proven.
does it have to be with somebody else? 'Cause, I mean, that's going to be tough. My wife, she gets up basically the same time that I do.
Full-time American workers who have sex before work in the morning have the highest levels of productivity, task completion, focus, motivation, and job satisfaction.
Hold on, you said that's for females or males? You said.
I think it's for both
I
across the
can
board.
safely say that I have never hit the skins before work.
Never?
before coming into work?
Never once
In the morning?
I can't remember the last time, but it's definitely
at 3:45 in the morning. You're hitting skins.
if you roll over, you wake up, and you're kind of sized.
No, you're not hitting him wearing that ball cap.
Probably not.
I mean, that's just never. I'm a never. I mean,
Unless they're role playing.
I'm definitely not a never.
oh really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll say this:
I won't even ask
it's
Jason.
been some time.
Yeah.
Pointless.
Definitely. I can't remember the last. I mean, technically, I did it when we stayed at Chris Cooley's house and did that one
I
show.
do that. I'm pretty sure I'm a never.
Yeah.
Just like now, if my wife like was sleeping in every day and didn't have to get up and go to work, I probably would be a
Proponent.
a rare time. But
Well, what I'm more of a never of is I'm never going to be by myself at 4:30 in the morning. I'm willing to do that almost any. I'm not doing that at 4:30 in
How
the
about
morning.
this?
I
Nearly.
just could never see that scenario.
How about this? Nearly 1 in 5 people that report to having morning sex say they've received a promotion in the past year. 19%, which is higher than in any other time of day.
what am I going to get promoted to if I start getting skins in the morning?
Over half of American workers who have morning sex, 51%, say they've received a raise in the past year, which is more than any other group. So the people that are having the morning buns,
Yeah.
they feel better about their job. They're doing a better job.
Yeah.
And they're making more money.
Hold on.
Impressive.
Okay. Would you have sex before coming to work for 2 weeks straight to double your paycheck?
Of course he would.
Of course.
Of course he would.
I mean, that's the dumbest question ever.
Jason?
Of course he would.
I would even do that.
To double my paycheck?
Of
Yes.
course he would.
All right. What about a month straight? Would you have sex? Would you wake
The
up?
problem is his wife doesn't want to do that.
Well,
Yeah,
I would
that's
just
right.
have, we'd have to have a discussion. I would just say, this is for the greater good. This is for, I mean, every day is that's a little
I- I-
excessive.
a
Every
a
single
month
day.
straight. A month straight before coming into work, just to double one of your paychecks.
Listen,
I
don't-
like a double.
I
like
bet-
a full
bet
double
you-
up.
I'm going to predict Amy would tap out.
Yeah, she probably would.
I mean,
she
if she
wouldn't
would
be
tap
interested.
out.
If she has
Because
to go
it's
to
just
work
too much.
every day,
Yeah.
she probably would be like, okay, this is getting outrageous.
Yeah. She could maybe hang in there, take it for the team for a couple days, but you're asking her to do it for a month?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, she already doesn't get enough good sleep as it is.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Hey, we should encourage our listeners to pone this morning.
Yeah.
And then report back to us on
When
Monday.
they
Yeah,
get
let
a,
us
see if
know.
they get a raise.
Yeah, see what transpires at work. In
So
your
here's
workplace.
here's your correlation to job satisfaction. It's not even that great, but if you hit skins before work, 54% of people reported being satisfied at work. If it's during lunch,
That has to fade. That feeling has to fade, though. I would
well,
think.
during lunch, if you hit it during lunch, 44%.
After effects are going to last past lunch.
If it's after work, 41%. Late night before sleep, 43%. Weekends only, 36%.
I mean-
and rarely or never, 27% job satisfaction.
The idea is, I guess, it just wakes you up. Is that the idea?
I guess. Gets you
Or
going.
or puts you in a better mood.
Puts you in a better mood. You get some endorphins you released. It's like working out. I would be wondering, what's the equate to versus working out in the morning? I bet you people
Probably
that,
I'm
similar.
sure he has that. No, he doesn't have
I'm
that
just saying.
study.
I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just trying. Like
Dr. Phil has that.
working out in the morning probably does a lot of the similar things. You can release the endorphins. You feel good, right? People that work out before work, I bet they're pretty productive.
Yeah, but I think
People
it's
who aren't having sex, according to this study, they're just not finishing their jobs.
Yeah.
Because task completion, hit the skins before work, task completion 70%. Mm-hmm. If it's rarely or never, task completion 40%.
Wow, it's a big dip. It's a big drop.
Scrumpy, I guess.
I'm in that club. Bickle knows that. I'm part of the 40% club.
Bickle knows that.
Yeah, he always is accusing me of it.
Being grumpy.
Yeah.
I've said you've been less grumpy. I'm actually team Jason's been less grumpy.
Oh, really? Good. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I've said that. You were attacking me the other day, and I was saying you've been happier.
I don't attack you. Come on.
Let's go to Aaron real quick.
Aaron.
He still wants to not chime in about sex, though. Aaron, did you have sex this morning yet?
Aaron.
Oh my God. Hey, you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually pretty ironic. Yesterday was the first time I had sex before work in probably about 2 or 3 years
How
because I
was
normally
it?
go into work.
Yeah. How was the day? Were you super productive?
Yeah, absolutely. I have to start briefing at 8 a.m. in the morning, so my confidence was high.
That's a funny line. Who initiated? Did you initiate or did she initiate?
She did, and the play is take a shower first thing in the morning.
Right.
And she was getting up to work out, but she decided to
throw you a bone.
Initiate. Yeah. So it was good, but it doesn't happen all the time for sure. It's been a couple of years. But hey, the reason I was calling in, going to the game on Sunday night, my dad's 75th birthday. The last time he's been to a game was in the 90s, I think when Art Monk was playing. So bottom line is, Art Monk's jersey's getting retired Sunday night. They're wearing the old school uniforms.
That's
so
right.
I'm actually driving out to Eastern Shore, Virginia right now to pick up my son. So it's going to be me, my dad, my son, and my brothers. We're all going to the game. We're going to do some tailgating. It's going to be awesome. I think we're going to pull it out. I think we're going to struggle at first just because of the nerves. But, I think just the vibe of the stadium is going to be electric. We're going to get out there and probably pull it out by 4 in the fourth quarter. But
I like the optimism.
Yeah.
Feeling it. I'm feeling it. We'll turn it around.
Give us a call on Monday, bro.
Dude, he has sex.
I will if we win.
All right,
he
do
hits
that.
Skins in the morning. He has a super productive day at work, and now he thinks the Skins are going to win every week.
I know. Look at
He's
this
very
guy.
positive.
Yeah, good for you,
Absolutely.
He's on a life heater. That guy.
Yeah, he is.
Good for him.
Yeah, I know we're going to play some clips later of Joe Witt and Cliff Kingsbury. I was listening to some of the Joe Witt's presser this morning as I was driving in, and man, he does a good job of always hyping up the opponents. He's got me plenty scared. Just talking about Seattle's offense and how Darnold can make every throw.
And this is Witt talking about?
Yeah.
Jackson
and then,
Smith and Jigba.
Just talking about the receivers having an unbelievable year.
Yeah.
How capable the running back is, how he respects the tight ends. They got 2 really good tight ends. I mean, he just was hyping him up. It had me plenty scared as I was driving in.
I mean,
Well, you should
They
be
are
scared
good.
of JSN.
Yeah,
You actually should be scared of Sam Darnold because he's averaging 9.1 yards per attempt.
Yeah.
Like he's having a really good year. People thought there was a flash in the pan last year in Minnesota. Not the case.
I think I'm going to have to pick us this week, though. A little bit of they're the Seahawks. A little bit of that in me. I can't get rid of.
It's a team you used to like as a kid.
I know, but they've got no hardware. So it kind of falls into that category.
I mean, and Jigba is.
They did win a Super Bowl.
Oh, they did. That's right.
That's
With
right.
Russell Wilson. That's true.
And they came. Did they come close to a second one and rush
Yeah,
through the ball line?
the Malcolm Butler pick.
Yeah.
Okay, it's true. I got it. That's
They
true.
do
I
have
forgot.
one Lombardi.
I do forget that.
Yeah, so you got to drop that.
I can understand.
And Jigba, by the way, is on pace for. He's got to be on pace for 2,000 yards.
Yeah, I don't. He's at
He's got
800
819.
plus. Yeah, it's an absurd year he's having so far.
Jeez, I don't know how they're going to stop him, but I think they're going to win the game.
The Skins.
Yeah, I think they're going to pull it out. I don't know why. I have
Do
that
theory.
vibe.
You're going with do theory.
No,
a
I
little
just
bit
think,
of a do
I
theory.
mean, Seattle's traveling all the way across the country, and I think Smith and Jigba is going to have a big game. But I think the Jaden back. I think Debo will make some plays. I don't know how they're going to run on this defense, number 1 in the league against the run, but I don't know. I just think they're going to win.
Right. I actually did hear a few clips of Cliff. I know we're going to play all this stuff later, but it is amazing that they just, with Terry out, they just don't have anybody. And he even talked about it. No Terry, no Noah Brown, no Diami. They haven't found that guy to stretch the field. And everyone's thinking the same thing. Everyone's thinking, well, isn't Jalen Lane, at least he has the speed to do it.
He's just
But
inexperienced.
he's a rookie. I mean,
Don't throw it to him. Just let him.
Yeah, just let him be a decoy. I'm fine with that.
Right. Just have him run the route.
Draw up an extra 10 plays with Lane going deep.
Right.
Soften up the short to middle stuff.
Well, maybe
for Debo and company.
Maybe all the Skins should just hit Skins before the game.
It's a great
They'll
idea.
be super productive at work.
And it's a night game. So,
Right.
I mean, they've got all day.
Right.
Got all day to take care of business.
I still remember one time in college, I hit skins right before a basketball game. It was the worst game I ever had.
You lost your legs.
I was never a good basketball player, but I mean, it was just an abysmal shooting performance.
It was rough.
And my girlfriend came to the game too. It was just horrible.
Oh, you're trying to impress her. Yeah, just fell flat on your face.
I mean, yeah. They always say, the boxers always say, right? You can't do that.
That's what Mickey said, Rocky.
Yeah.
That movie's like 100 years old.
Women weaken legs.
It's such a great.
It's great.
Such a great cliche.
And then Rocky had to
we're quoting Burgess Meredith.
Rocky had to rebuff
Burgess
Adrian.
Meredith was old 50 years ago.
I mean, it makes sense. I know this. If I hit skins, the last thing I want to go do is something athletic immediately afterwards. I want to go to sleep.
Yeah, that's something. I think that's just a universal male response,
right?
Yeah.
Who wants to go out and then like lift weights?
I don't know. Maybe if you're younger, the testosterone's flowing through you.
Okay, maybe. Isn't that a universal
I think
response?
I've always been team fall asleep.
Isn't
even
that
once a
universal?
younger
I don't know.
man.
When I was younger,
it would give you that extra boost.
well, the old wives' tale was you hit before your hoops game, you go put up 20.
Well, JP's putting.
I rarely put up 20 anyway, but
Probably at 20 turnovers.
my typical 13-point game turned into like a 6.
Yeah. I thought that was a universal response.
I think it's
Doesn't it
pretty
sap,
basic.
Doesn't it sap even like an 18-year-old's energy a little bit?
I would think.
Really?
I think you just get in that state of calm, right? It's perfect.
Well, you
get your zen spot.
I don't know the physiology behind it, but
then again, if these people are hitting skins before work and they're more productive, maybe there's something to that.
Yeah, were they falling asleep at work?
Maybe we had it wrong.
well, no, but that's different because you're coming off a full sleep, right?
Potentially.
So, like before a game,
Right.
you're kind of tired anyway. Like in mid-afternoon, who's not tired in mid-afternoon? You're kind of tired anyway.
People have different schedules than us.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of tired anyway.
I don't know. If you want to chime in, 1-800-636-1067. Should mention, coming up a little bit later in the show, we got Chelsea Janes, Washington Post. She is a national baseball writer. We will talk about the manager that the Nationals hired. He's far younger than us. I mean, we have kids close to his age.
I saw a tweet yesterday that said he's 33 years old, the same age as Bryce Harper. I thought, Bryce Harper's 33 already?
Oh, man, I can't believe
How old is
that.
Kurt?
Kurt's 28.
I mean, his son's not
28.
that far
I know
away.
he's got an old
That's
son.
crazy.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize
It's the
that-
Wonder Kid era, man. Hire a GM who's freaking 35. Hire a manager who's 33.
Yeah, so we'll talk to Chelsea about that.
It's incredible.
I mentioned Dewey, Brandon Duhane for the Capitals. He'll join us at 8:45. And Scott Abraham from ABC7 will join us at 9. It's a football Friday. We're talking Commanders, Seahawks throughout the show. Keep it here.
All right, guys, thinking about selling your home? Maybe you got a new job. Maybe you have a new kid on the way, need an extra bedroom, whatever it is. Selling your home shouldn't feel like a constant waiting game or a guessing match or something that you're anxious about. No, you need to hit up my friends, Debbie, Sarah, and Reynolds Empowerment Team with Keller Williams. They take the stress and uncertainty out of the process, and they bring you real results. You know, oftentimes people will hire an agent, and they can't sell it. Well, when your home doesn't sell, every week on the market costs you time and money. That's where the Reynolds Empowerment Team will step in with their aggressive marketing, their buyer connection, their history of turning homes that sat on the market into big closings. So no matter what your deal is, whether you're relocating, upgrading, downsizing, whatever, they've got the solution for you. And here's the best part. They're so confident in their services that if your home doesn't sell, Debbie and Sarah will simply buy it at a price you agree upon. That's their guarantee. So call Debbie, Sarah, and Reynolds Empowerment Team right now. Find out more about this guarantee and others. Memorize this number, 844-654-SOLD. That's 844-654-SOLD, or check them out at DebbieHasTheBuyers.com.
Happy Halloween to everybody out there. It is a football Friday here on the Junkies. Got cake, Scooby-Doo, Allville.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you would describe my outfit. Valdez is a Surfside can. It's not an outfit. I've got a bald cap.
You're a penis.
It's fine. I figured I'd try. It was in the house.
Minimal effort.
That is correct.
More than mine.
More than yours.
Mine was 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a little Junkies Blitz. We'll go around the NFL, fill you in on the weekend lineup, but we'll start with what went down last night. And
Matt Myers is
the
happy.
Ravens are back in the AFC North picture.
Yes, they are.
Lamar Jackson returns, has 4 touchdown passes. They beat the Dolphins handily, 28-6. But I'll tell you what, in the first half, there's a moment there where the Dolphins could get right back in the game and make it a 14-13 game, and the referees called just a terrible tripping penalty.
Horrible call.
Oh.
And it was a long pass from Tua. I can't remember if it was to Waddle.
It was Waddle.
Yeah.
Waddle
so he
caught
throws
it.
this deep shot to Waddle, which basically would have been a touchdown, or they were going to be right there.
No, they would have been like on the 15 or 20 yard line.
Yeah, but they're
Like,
knocking on the door.
They were in scoring position if the play held.
And instead, they get a penalty. They also get the ball back.
Well,
and they didn't convert in the red zone. They
Hold on, you have to go into the
turnovers.
penalty. You're glossing over the penalty. Ollie Gordon, who's their running back, goes out into the left flat and he slips. He falls down on the turf and he falls kind of into the legs of the incoming defensive lineman. And it wasn't a leg whip. It wasn't an intentional trip. He slipped on the turf and he just fell kind of into the legs of the defensive lineman.
And he still got his ass chewed out by the coach on the sideline.
Oh, I don't think the coach was pissed at him. I think the coach was upset at the call.
At the call?
The running backs coach. You didn't see that.
I saw the interaction.
He was grilling Gordon.
I thought Gordon was just expressing his anger
I
and
thought they were both
frustration.
just angry at the call, but I could be wrong.
My interpretation, I didn't see it. My interpretation of it was that he was pissed at him.
But it was an outrageous call. Like
Yeah.
the refs have to go to the replay and look at it and say, well,
And pick the flag
we
up.
screwed this up.
Yeah.
We messed this up. Because that's a critical play in the game.
Is that one of those calls that's
That's a
irreversible?
It's a critical juncture of the game for the Dolphins. And
Critical juncture.
Mike McDaniel's losing his mind.
Now,
on
that
the
said-
sideline, as he should have been.
The Dolphins had 3 turnovers. The Ravens had 0.
They shot themselves in the foot multiple times. Like they had a 4th and 1 in scoring position. They false start because they were going for it. That pushed them back to 4th and 6.
They had a fumble in the red zone.
They missed a field goal. Like they had plenty of
3 turnovers and missed field goal, or
yeah,
maybe
they were
2
a
missed
mess.
field goal. Yeah.
They deserved to lose the game.
Tua now leads the league in picks. His post game, short answers, everything short
Oh, yeah,
answer.
I mean-
He did not want to be there. Understandably.
Who are you talking about?
Tua. Yeah.
What is going on with McDaniel and the ands and everything? I know they're noticing it. Like, he used to be more articulate than this. I don't understand.
I think he's just beaten down by the losing, and he's just he
the
doesn't have any answers.
deterioration of like him as a human being. Like he's literally deteriorating
Well, it
before
takes its
our eyes.
toll.
To me, I had Valdez look for it last week when he didn't play it. But to me, in some of these pressers, it almost sounds like he's on antidepressants or something.
I wonder if he's on something because
Or he's just doing a Belichick bit and just.
it's stunning. He's inarticulate.
You'd have to run it. I'd have to hear that.
And he's definitely a smart guy. I mean, there's
Yeah,
no
I know. That's the
disputing.
thing.
He's a
it's
sharp
like,
dude.
It's like a 180 from what I remember.
So we talked about this yesterday. Here's the deal in the division. The Steelers are leading the division, but they play the Colts this weekend. If they lose, they're at 500, which puts the Ravens just a game back in the division. Even with that horrific start, they'd be just a game back. And then their schedule is pretty favorable when you look at it. Ravens have the Vikings next week, and they have extra rest, right, to get ready. Then they go to Cleveland, Jets, Bengals, Steelers, Bengals, before a tougher stretch at the end of the season. So the Ravens
they could
look
go
like
on
they're
a roll.
right back in it.
They could go on a roll. 100% they're in it.
Now, if the Steelers
And you
win this
expect-
weekend against the Colts, then they have some cushion and maybe you have some faith in the Steelers at that point. But they seem to be going in the opposite direction.
Yeah, I mean, they're coming back to the pack. And the Steelers' next 4 are the Colts, the Chargers, Bengals, and at the Bears. All right, so they got 3 toughies. Actually, 4.
So a couple matchups to mention that are worth watching. this weekend that at least have some interesting nuggets. The Vikings are 3-4. They head to Detroit to take on the Lions. Interesting there thing is that you'll see J.J. McCarthy.
Yep.
So J.J. McCarthy will get a start against a Lions team that, of course, is super explosive.
Detroit laying almost 10 in that game. Total is high 40s.
Did we mention that Aiden Hutchinson scored a monster bag extension a couple days ago?
Yeah, he did. He deserves it.
But he's got 186 million.
I think he got 141 million of it guaranteed, like the most money ever for a non-quarterback.
I think currently he is second in the NFL in pressures behind Micah Parsons. So he gets the job done. You've got Drake May in action. Everybody's focusing on what the Patriots have been doing. They've won 5 in a row at 6-2. They host the Atlanta Falcons.
Yep. And it looks like Penix and London are going to go for Atlanta.
That should make them more competitive than they looked against the Dolphins.
Should.
But a road
But Patriots at home have been
very
very tough. Yeah. I mean, I would expect them to win. They're 5.5-point favorites, but London and Bijan can be a difference maker. So we'll see.
Probably your premier 1 o'clock game is the game that I mentioned before. The Steelers at 4-3 host the Colts at 7-1. We'll see if the Steelers can right the ship there. Moving over to the 4 o'clock games.
There's a big one.
The big one in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
And you see it every year, and you usually see it in the playoffs too. The Buffalo Bills host the Kansas City Chiefs.
And how about the Chiefs are favored in this game?
2.5.
In Buffalo.
52.5 total.
Kind of shows you where, how well the Chiefs are playing. I mean, we saw that, but I still would have expected Bills to be a slight favorite there. But this is going to be big.
Remember, the Bills lost their 2 games just before they...
That's true.
I mean, they pounded the Carolina Panthers 40-9. That was an Andy Dalton start. But before that, they lost to the Patriots and Falcons.
Is that a 4 o'clock game you said?
4:25.
Yeah. CBS. It'll be Nancy and Romo.
Mm-hmm. Of course, you got the Commanders and Seahawks on Sunday night. We're going to hit the Skins and get into that next. And then your Monday night matchup is the Cowboys-Cards. Kind of a dog game.
It sounds like, too, there's some skepticism about Kyler Murray playing. Sounds like his foot sprain may still be affecting him. Might see Jacoby Brissett.
Might.
So we'll see how that plays out. 53.5-point total in that one. So whoever plays...
Is that a pew-pew game?
You would think.
Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, pew, explosives. There's probably a lot of those. Anytime you face the Cowboys, teams tend to put up a lot of points. Quarterbacks have big days.
Yeah, see, Browns, Eagles, Bucks, and Jets on bye this week.
That's our look around the NFL with the Junkies Blitz, brought to you by Offenbachers. Football season's here and cooler nights are calling. Score big with the hot tub and fire pit, warmth, comfort, and the perfect game day vibe. Let Offenbachers help you upgrade your backyard today. And don't forget, Offenbachers now carry indoor and outdoor saunas. EB loves his sauna, so you can grab that at Offenbachers. Coming up next, we will hit the Skins here on the Junkies.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Shorter days don't have to be so dismal. It's time to reach out, check in with those you care about, and remind ourselves that we're not alone. As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be a tough time for many. This November, BetterHelp is encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on friends, family, reconnect with loved ones, remind the people in your life that you're there. Reaching out for therapy can be difficult for some as well, but it's worth it. And it's always leaving people wondering, why didn't I do this sooner? BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct. They're fully licensed in the U.S. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you, so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and your preferences. And if you're not happy with your match, you can switch to a different therapist at any time. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is one of the world's largest online therapy platforms, having served over 5 million people globally. So this month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easy to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250. Say the keyword junkies. That's keyword junkies after calling pound 250.
This Sports Update is brought to you by our local Washington area Honda dealers. The Wizards have lost 3 straight following a 127-108 defeat in Oklahoma City last night. Bilal Coulibaly looked pretty strong in his season debut, finishing with 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 blocks. SGA had 31 points in 3 quarters to lead OKC. Turnovers, though, was really the story of this game. The Wizards had 23, just 6 for OKC. And Thursday night football, Lamar Jackson threw for 204 yards and 4 touchdowns, showing very little rust in his return from a right hamstring strain. The Ravens crushed the Dolphins 28-6. From the Crop Medcap 5-Star Sports Desk, Savannah McCann on the Fan.
know before, and I'll just go to a certain.
Happy Halloween. Junks coming to you live on 106.7 The Fan, Team 980, 910 The Fan in Richmond. You can watch us on the Monumental Sports Network. We're brought to you by Crop Metcalf, the official heating and cooling company of the Junkies. If you're looking to be the next 5-star HVAC technician or plumber, just go to cropmetcalf.com and you can join their team today. That's when you do it, on Halloween.
All right, let's hit the skins, and it is brought to you by
Play the music, Kate.
Oseo Korean Barbecue in the Lansdowne Town Center. Authentic Korean food, bold marinades, premium cuts grilled right at the table. It's a dining experience. It's fun as it's delicious. Perfect for date night or dinner with the family. Oseo means come on in.
All right. Big one against Seattle, obviously. Code Red game, season on the line, as far as I'm concerned. If you want to have any realistic, I mean, sure, you can point historically to teams that have ripped off 7 or 8 in a row, but it's hard to project that right now. So, Code Red, everything on the line. You got to throw everything you got at it. And there's a couple good signs, I think. Well, you're going to miss Terry. That's, God only knows. Although DQ did go yesterday, I think he said they don't think it's a long-term thing again. That they think we're in a good spot. I mean, he looked fine, I know, but he's got a soft tissue injury that he keeps reacting.
It's just a matter of what you define long-term.
Yeah. So, but...
Right?
I would guess they determine long-term is IR or longer.
Yeah,
right. 4 weeks or longer.
Yeah. So
but I think
less than that.
I think your
My
idea
theory? You like my theory?
after the bye week is like perfect.
Sized.
Who cares? Listen, it's the lost season for Terry. It just is.
It's not great.
But, I was worried about some of these other guys. Now, Jaden looks like he's been good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Full go. I saw some drills, and, he looks fine. Larry Matunzel, though, shocked me. He was out there, and people did note, and it's great, and as JP pointed out, and I agreed with him yesterday when he said it, it's a little different when an offensive lineman's got a hammy versus, like wide receiver.
Yeah.
It's not like he's sprinting. I mean, these guys are working hard.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about it. You ever see these guys when they kick back and everything? I mean, they're moving their legs, but it's still not quite the same. It doesn't feel like.
And they have to fend off 300-pound monsters, too.
Yeah, you have to have some strength. But it's a little different. It feels like, anyway. But Tunsil's out there gritting it out, trying to get through it. When he's warming up, you see, these guys are so flexible, by the way. I can't even...
the tackles and the guards.
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. Yeah. He's lifted his left leg, which I can't even do, right? I got no pulled anything. I'm just old and broken. His left leg's going way up there. When he kicks his right leg up, he kicks it about a foot.
Yeah.
Like it's clearly it's the right hamstring.
Yeah, he's affected by it.
Now, I know this. When you tweak a hamstring, the worst thing you could do, my son used to get hamstring injuries, and he would take, I keep talking about it, the peptides and all that stuff is amazing for soft tissue injuries. Mm-hmm. He would take that, inject it himself. He'd get it from a doctor, obviously. But I think it's actually illegal in the NFL, to be honest. But
I don't know. I have no idea.
No, it's a thing. It's a known thing. But you're not supposed to. Your thought is stretch, but that actually is like the worst thing you can do when you're trying to. Is like overly stretch, like a soft tissue.
Probably needs
injury.
a lot of massage.
You got to let it heal because you're just re-breaking the little microfibers or whatever in there.
Put
It's
a
like
Theragun
the
on
worst
that
thing
thing.
you could do is like aggressively stretch a hamstring injury.
Well, the good thing is Laramie Tunsil doesn't have to kick anybody.
No.
He just needs to
but
block them.
it shows the limited mobility that he does have in that one. But it was a good sign to see him out there.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he can go.
Yeah.
I think Kinlaw's good to go too, right? You didn't mention Kinlaw.
Kinlaw's out there, yeah. He wanted to play the other day with the shoulder. They were wrapping him up. He was ready to go. We did have a caller mention that the Skins are going to be honoring Art Monk.
Yep. About time.
They're going to retire Monk's 81 during halftime of the game between the Commanders and the Seahawks. Remember we saw the video where all the guys went up to his house and kind of surprised him. Mm-hmm. Now, was that his house here or in Florida? Because my understanding is that I think he lives a lot of the time in Florida.
Don't know where he lives.
Yeah. But either way, does Mar have a file on Art Monk? Mar?
Oh, I would guess no.
Do you have
Not
a file
much of one.
on Art? If I said Art Monk, do you know what number he wore?
Of course. 81.
Wow.
Now you just said it. Did you know that beforehand?
Yeah,
You
definitely.
did know.
No,
Okay.
he wasn't really listening. He was doing
Okay,
stuff.
got
Art
it.
Monk, no, I'm thinking of. I was going to get it confused for a second. I was going to say he went to JMU, but that's Gary Clark.
No, I
That's
went to
correct.
Syracuse.
All right, you're doing pretty well. I'm impressed.
I'm an avid Skins fan, man.
Yeah, but
He's
I mean,
also an old
dude,
soul. Like he
he's-
likes older
You
music.
don't realize Art Monk's probably how old do you think Art Monk is?
60s.
Yeah.
He's probably
but-
almost 70.
But I feel like that's required for Skins fans. Is they got to do
gotta know your
history.
history.
They got to take a history class.
And I just feel like young people don't know.
My dad's a diehard Skins fan. Like he had season tickets growing up, so he kind of passed down all of that like knowledge to me when I was growing up.
Right. Okay, good.
Art Monk, 67 years old.
Yeah.
By the way,
They should ask him to suit up.
when you look at
What? You
They
don't-
need another
Yeah, I
guy.
know.
They
need
need
some
guys.
weapons.
They need bodies in the wideout room.
yeah.
Hey, do you think he could catch a pass from Jaden if he played
He could
against
catch a
Seattle?
pass. He
And a
just
catch,
couldn't
yeah.
get open.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I guess that's
Guess
what,
he's
that's
not
what I
gonna
mean.
separate.
Like, could he?
No.
Could he have one reception?
He might be able to
Wide
body
receiver
a corner.
screen.
Yeah, could he have
body
one?
a corner?
Would he have one reception
Wide
against
receiver
Seattle if
screen.
he suited up Sunday night?
It's a great question. It's a great hypothetical.
You know who could?
Yeah, so wide receiver screen would work.
Terrell Owens could. 100%. He still looks
All right,
phenomenal.
wide
yeah.
receiver screen is out the door.
No.
So he's got to run a real
Like run a
pattern.
real route?
Oh, no, he couldn't.
way.
Or it could be broken coverage. It could be a slant.
No, if he has to run a route, he's done.
Like in a zone, find a soft. Could he find a soft
Yeah,
spot?
could he
in the
so-
zone?
find a soft spot in the zone?
Broken coverage, maybe.
He could
Now,
maybe find a soft because they're not going to cover him.
If he were facing the Commanders, he could find a soft spot in the zone.
No, I can tell you
say-
that. Say Cliff
I knew
has
you
all.
were going to
Thank
go
you,
there.
thank
you.
If Lattimore was covering him, I know you were going to go
Cliff
there.
has all game to design a play to
Yeah.
get him to try and
To
get him
scheme him
open.
open?
Scheme him open. Do you think Art Monk could have one reception, and if so, how many yards?
well,
I would say no if he has to run
4
a
or
route.
5
he's-
yards.
I'd say
a
yes.
soft spot in the zone, and then he would get killed and have to go to the hospital.
Yes, 6-yard pickup.
When they tackle him, you have to go to the hospial. Because when you get up there,
Yeah, I mean you can't.
that ass hurts.
You can't
Well,
be
he
on an
could go- he
NFL
could give
field.
himself up.
I mean, he's almost 70 years old. I mean, you can't be out there running routes at 70.
Right.
Plus, his hands are probably butt arthritic.
I bet his hands are still silly. I bet he can just still catch everything. It's a matter of getting open and separating. That's a problem.
All right, so when you break down Seattle, as we talked about, Darnold, he's just who did you compare him to, JP? As having like a resurgent
Daniel
year.
Jones this year?
Daniel Jones this year. Yeah, Sam Darnold. I thought there was somebody else.
Geno Smith.
Definitely having a resurgent and proving that it wasn't all about Minnesota and Kevin McCarthy and that offense.
Kevin McCarthy's
O'Connell.
running,
Kevin
he's
O'Connell.
running the Vikings offense.
Kevin O'Connell.
Watching movies, calling plays. Besides,
We've talked
Yeah, we
about
never talked to him anymore.
Smith
Never.
and Jigba and what kind of season he's having. Cakes 50 receptions, 4 touchdowns.
819 yards in 7 games.
Overall, as a team, they're 8th in the NFL in passing, 245 yards per game. Points for, they're 5th. Meanwhile, we're bottoming out, right?
No, they're a good team. What's going to be really hard for Washington to do, EB, is run the football. They only allow about 75 yards per game on the ground.
Yeah, they're only giving up 19 points total.
Yep.
Do you still
Also-
feel, Valdez, that he's the one that got away from you?
Oh, Mike?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Do a lot of Ravens fans
You're
cheering
jelly.
for him? Like
Yes,
they're over
yeah.
Harbaugh. They wish McDonald was the head coach.
It's not just. I could do a whole hour on this, and I'm not going to. But there's a faction of fans that hate Harbaugh. There's a faction of fans that live with him. But everyone agrees that Mike McDonald is the one who got away. He's the boy genius. He was next in line.
He's the Sean McVay.
Would you say that he's
defensive.
exposing Harbaugh
Yes.
a little bit?
Who?
By McDaniel leaving is
McDonald.
McDonald leaving is exposing Harbaugh a little bit.
No, but McDonald is a very great motivator, great X's and O's guys. But I mean, the problem with the defense is that you had a whole flock of coaches leave, not just McDonald, but Anthony Weaver left.
he's looked
Jesse
jacked last night on the sideline, by the way. He's a monster.
Jesse Minter left. One of their D-backs coach, who I think he played at DeMatha, left.
Yes.
He left. So you had all of these coaches leave, and kind of Zach Orr was the only one available within the organization, and he may not have been ready for
On
it.
a side note,
Sorry, this
speaking
is
of
hit the skin. This is hit the skins, not flock with the Ravens.
You were talking about Denard Wilson.
Yeah,
speaking
Denard
of
Wilson.
Mike McDonald, the other Mike McDonald, the famous like
singer?
ex-Doobie brother.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Yacht Rock doc on
course, I've seen it.
HBO?
I've seen it twice.
One by Bill Simmons.
Of course.
It's actually silly.
Of course it is.
I've
talked about it.
So many hits. I was like, why have I been sleeping on this for so long?
Yeah.
I'm no longer asleep.
It's kind
on
of a
it.
weird doc, the way it's all based on that YouTube show or whatever. But it's good.
It was good. It was
just
worth
because
watching.
it had all the hits.
Yeah.
So many hits.
Yeah, and Michael McDonald is like for such a nerdy looking guy.
Yeah.
God, he could
was
sing.
so soulful.
He could sing,
It's
man.
like
And play the piano. I was so talented.
and even the guys like from Toto. Those guys
They're
are
all
just like
mega talented.
session artists.
Yeah.
But they're superstars.
You know what? I love that doc.
I really
I was a big
liked
fan.
it. I thought it was a little weird. It was a little weird the way it was done, but I did like it.
It was really good.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we got our hands full. You mentioned the defense and them only giving up 75 yards per game. Because of that, Cakes, I did happen to look up some player props. So Bill, your guy,
That is my guy.
Been quiet the last
been
month.
quiet of late. He's scored 4 touchdowns this year. He's averaging 50.3 yards per game.
And let me guess his prop again. You do have it?
Yeah.
I'm going to guess his
His
prop for this
rushing
game
prop.
is
Yeah.
his rushing prop, 38.5 yards.
It's actually 44.5.
Okay.
I think you got to go under.
I think you have to go under, too.
I think this is a week that you got to go under
Especially
on a lot of
with
these.
Jaden back. Jaden's going to take some of that rushing away. Maybe Debo takes a few rushes away.
But I think
What's Jaden's?
That might help him, though.
What's Jaden's rushing prop? Oh, I got it right
Jaden's
here.
rushing prop, I see is 39.5.
39.5.
That seems
Okay.
pretty high.
I think I'm going under that too, especially coming off the injury. They might be just want to be a little more cautious, maybe get rid of the football a little quicker.
Maybe you parlay them together.
Jackson
think that,
Smith and Jigba's receiving yardage prop is 95.5.
I'd go over.
I think I'd go over that.
I would go over in a heartbeat.
I think Quinn
I love
may be
overs.
challenging the offense, EB, that they know they're facing a really stout run defense.
To just
I think he
run it
may be
right at
challenging
them.
him like, we're going to go our strength on their strength. And he's kind of, just my interpretation of what he's been saying, like he wants them to man up and take it right to him. So I actually think Krosky Merritt could have a bounce back game. When you look at it, against the Chargers, everybody was super high. He runs for 111 yards, has the 2 touchdowns. Then the Bears, he's at 3.6 yards per carry. Cowboys, we expected them to be able to run. He doesn't even average 3 yards a carry. He gives you 33 yards on 13 carries. And then last week against Kansas City, 25 yards. I have a feeling he's going to bounce back.
I don't think he's going to have a lot of holes to run through. I don't think he's going to have a lot of room out there.
I think that Washington has a pretty good offensive line. They haven't played that well. It's mostly a vibe, a tingle play. But I think he's challenging them to man up with Jaden back there. I think they're really going to focus on getting that ground game going.
Well, when we think of our defense, we've been critical, especially of the rush defense of late, right? Joe Witt. Now, we didn't play any of these. Maybe we can play some of these later, some of this audio later. But one thing I did hear him point out is he was asked specifically about Payne and the interior of the line. And he pointed out, even though they're giving up like 130 yards a game rushing, like they're in the bottom third, that they're fourth, right there between the tackles. In rushing attempts up where they're getting burned is the C and D gaps on the outside. That's where
And that's kind of
everybody
what killed
else-
him last year, too.
Yeah. So even
I thought Kinlaw was supposed to be an elephant end.
well, he's doing his job in the middle. They're playing him. It seems like more in the middle.
Look, last week they had to use the linebacker as a defensive end, Luvu.
Yeah.
And Luvu, in a lot of those plays, he's given up 50, 60, 70 pounds to these offensive linemen, and he's got
undersized.
manhandled.
Yeah, it's just too undersized. All right. Do we have Chelsea coming up next? All right. So
Yeah.
Chelsea Jane's going to come up next. She can talk about the World Series, obviously, and she could talk about the Nats. Cakes.
Blake
Made a
Butera.
big hire.
They got a manager about the age of our producers back there.
It's crazy.
They got a baby.
They got a baby.
Youngest manager in 50 years.
Is that right? How old was Manny Acta when they hired him? I thought he was supposed to be young. He was probably like in his
wasn't-
late 30s.
Yeah, he wasn't
I think
33.
he's like 37, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. So
I see a picture of Manny Acta with Riggleman. There was a picture that went viral locally
Recently?
Yeah, they were like hanging out. It was
Were
like
they
two
caddies?
ex-managers.
They tipping back Surfsides and caddies.
Still one of the greatest
Were they
stories of all
drinking out of
time.
Matt Valdez over there? They were in a Surfside can.
Remember, later in the show, we got Brandon Duhame from the Caps. He'll join us. We'll get back into Commanders, Seahawks. But next, Chelsea Janes, national baseball reporter for the Washington Post, joins us here on the Junkies.
Happy Halloween. Scooby-Doo's got a question for you. Do you have an old 401k sitting with a previous employer? Be honest, a lot of us do, and here's the problem. Letting that money sit there could actually be costing you more than you think. At Trajan Wealth, that's TRAJAN Wealth.com, their fiduciary advisors can help you take control of those funds and get your money working for you again. Founder and CEO Jeff Jr. started Trajan Wealth as an independent firm so their advisors could focus on your needs, not someone else's agenda. They'll review your retirement accounts, explain your best options, and show you how to make those old funds a powerful part of your overall financial strategy. Whether it's consolidating accounts, reducing fees, or maximizing growth potential, Trajan Wealth gives you the tools to take charge of your financial future. Don't leave your hard-earned money on the sidelines. Call Trajan Wealth today. The number is 202-929-6600, 202-929-6600, or visit TRAJANwealth.com. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, SEC Registered Investment Advisor, client, paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Welcome back. Junkies come to you live on 106.7 The Fan and the Team 980. Joining us right now on the Rude Guest Hotline. Rude, the most reliable heating and air conditioning products in the DMV. National baseball reporter for the Washington Post is Chelsea Janes. Hey, Chelsea.
Hey, how are you guys?
Chelsea.
Will you dress up for Halloween tonight?
No, it should be at the World Series.
Yeah, I mean, one does not preclude the other, but I have not made that choice tonight, no.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised if the media, some of those guys are doing shtick like that, right?
You think they do that? Do they?
I bet some of the guys and girls. Yeah,
yeah,
I could see it.
Yeah, I've seen a few dress up to make fun of one another, but that's about as far as it goes.
Right. Oh, like one media guy dress up as another media guy type thing?
Correct.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But like you pick somebody's dressing up as Russell. Somebody's the big fat guy.
Nice.
Nice.
Man, that's
I hope that gets back to Rooster.
Oh, you think it won't?
I love Chris too. I don't know why I took a cheap shot.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Hey, Chelsea.
Yes.
Talk about Blake Butera, 33 years old, went to Boston College, played for Boston College. She was drafted by the Rays about 10 years ago. Never got to the bigs, spent 4 years in the minors. And then when he was 25, he was hired, I think it was a Yankees affiliate, to manage their high A team, the Hudson Valley Renegades. So you've got a 35-year-old president of baseball ops. Now you got a 33-year-old manager. Man, this is Wonder Kid Central, man. This is crazy. Talk about this hire.
Yeah, it's both a surprise, I think, because we aren't familiar with the person, and not a surprise because we aren't familiar with the other person, right? We don't know Paul Taboni very well. We really had a lot of trouble kind of figuring out where he was looking. And, now we know why, because he was looking in places, that maybe, a lot of other teams are not right now for managerial hires. But, it basically kind of seems like, I don't think this is what happened, but if you had said to me, the new president of baseball operations for the Nats is going to call the Tampa Bay Rays and say, who's your best managerial prospect? Give me him. I think I would have said that's probably a smart way to go. And it kind of feels like that's probably what basically the effect of what happened. So it'll be interesting. It's a pivot from what we're used to, but I think consistent with the new guy for sure.
Hey, going back to when they introduced the new president of baseball ops,
Taboni.
It seemed like the learners didn't want to answer the question about whether they're going to spend money. Is there any indication if things are going to change?
So far, not that I think we can, say for sure. Certainly, it does not seem like Taboni has had trouble recruiting his people, which I assume requires some sort of financial outlay. He's pulled guys from the Red Sox. He's pulled a crucial draft guy from the Pirates that used to work with him. And I don't think the managerial hire tells us much at all. I don't think they were playing for top dollar guys anyway, but he seems to be able to bring who he wants, which tells you something, but it doesn't tell you much about free agent spending for sure.
Right. How much of a risk is this? I didn't even mention the Giants. The San Francisco Giants hired Tony Vitello, who's older than Butera, but he was the coach at Tennessee. Never had any experience in the majors. How much of a risk is it to hire someone like that, or like Blake Butera, who is so young and has not managed in the bigs before?
Yeah, I think it's a huge risk. I think it's a bigger risk for the Giants just because they've got so many established big leaguers who kind of have hardened opinions and won't need to be won over. From what I understand, Tony Vitello is capable of doing that. But I think for the Nats, it feels risky because he's so young. But I think it's probably that it's going to go somebody who didn't have a whole lot of experience, somebody who was going to be on the younger side, and somebody we didn't know a lot about. I think it's a risk. This roster is at a point where they need to complete what they've had before, and this is that.
Yeah, I mean, it's 33 years old. He's obviously a whiz at player development. To have that title at such a young age. And this team needs it. But like JP said, you still need to spend money. I mean, if you're going to develop players, it could take 3 to 5 years. But you still need to spend money in free agency.
We just don't have any indication of that.
Yeah, I mean, do you have a vibe on that at all? Do you think they'll spend a little bit more money and have a payroll higher than, $40 million?
I don't have an indication on that, but what I will say is I think we'll get a better sense now that some of these roles are filled. I think they kind of had to, as Taboni himself said, move the big rocks first and then kind of figure out where they stand. That being said, I don't know that he's going to think this is the year to really splurge anyway, which I know we've heard, excuse me, for several years. But I actually don't think that means that they can't be a lot better next year. I think if you bring in someone who's really conscious, who's able to kind of get the talent they have at the big league level performing a little better and pressing advantages, I think, honestly, a 10-win difference in itself. So, I think there's reason to kind of be excited about change just because something has changed. But I wouldn't expect this has been the year that they go try to sign Alex Bregman or Pete Alonso or someone like that anyway. So it's tough to tell.
Chelsea, what do you think made Butera stand out from the other candidates that were interviewed? Cairo was in the mix, Brandon Hyde, the former Orioles manager. You had Chad Epperson as well, and Craig Albernaz, who was named Baltimore's manager.
Yeah, so from what I've heard, Butera is a really well-respected human and good, communicator is the word they use, but it seems like people just really like him. And that, I think, is something that matters to Taboni, seemingly. He seems to want people that he can get along with who are going to sort of be positive presences. And by all accounts, that's exactly what Butera is. And, I would imagine the other thing that probably made him stand out is he's worked for the Rays for several years. And, when you work for the Rays in player development, that can mean a lot of different things. But one thing it means is you're telling a guy what the data says and how you think he can use it, and you're doing it better than anyone else in baseball. So, I think he's going to probably have a lot of that on his plate as manager of the big league roster, which isn't how everyone approaches it. But, again, I think that's probably what Taboni saw as the quickest way to get a lot of people better.
Where do you think the Nats will turn to replace the guys they let go on the coaching staff? Hickey's gone. Coles is gone. And, most of those guys are going to be. Cairo's obviously gone. Will they pluck people from Tampa or from Boston? What do you think they're going to do?
Yeah, I think that'll probably be up to Butera in part. I would expect them to bring in somebody old, as a bench coach, somebody maybe a more familiar name, just to kind of be a steadying force there. That seems to be how this kind of usually goes. But yeah, maybe other than Sean Doolittle and Chris Johnson, who was the hitting coach last year, I don't think you're going to see, obviously, any of the faces that were on Cairo's staff at the end. I think it'll be Butera kind of plucking guys he believes in. And if that's a lot of Rays guys, again, I think that's a good thing.
Why do you think Doolittle and the other guy, Johnson, why do you think those guys will potentially stick around?
So Andrew Golden and Spencer, who cover the team, they basically have so far heard those two are the only ones who have not been told they won't be back. So, there's a chance. But I also think those two guys are smart with a lot of institutional knowledge. And, it seems like that's probably valuable to have a little bit of
holdover
around.
Yeah, right. All right, then let's switch to the World Series. Get your take on that whole deal. Are you surprised the way it's played out? I mean, are we doing revisionist history here? Weren't the Dodgers big favorites going into this thing, Chelsea?
Totally. Yeah. If they lose, it's a huge upset. I think honestly, it's been kind of a testament to how great the baseball postseason can be. That you've got this team that was supposed to ruin everything, and they can be beaten. It's not automatic. It's anything but. So, yeah. But I mean, if they lose, it's a big upset, and I think a lot of people will be very happy because we've got a late '90s Yankees thing going on with the Dodgers, and I think it's great for baseball that people can watch to either really root for them to do things that have never been done before, or root that they disappear off the face of the earth.
Well, if there's one pitcher for the Dodgers you went out there in an elimination game, it's Yamamoto, who's been unbelievable. He's got back-to-back complete games. You never see complete games in baseball. But his last two postseason games against Toronto, last Saturday, 9 innings, 1 earned run. Last Tuesday against Milwaukee, 9 innings, complete game, beat them 5-1. So if there's one guy you want out there, if you're the Davey Roberts, it's Yamamoto.
Yeah, and he's just like crazy. I think people are starting to kind of notice him, maybe who aren't day to day baseball people. But I mean, that guy is about my height, probably about my weight, and throws 100 and can keep his velocity longer than anyone in baseball. I mean, it's insane. He's insane. So yeah, he's really special, and that's the thing. I mean, the Dodgers have the special guys because they pay for them.
So, do you think this goes 7? Do you think this goes to tomorrow?
I think so. But who knows? The Dodgers looked pretty bad the other night, so we'll see.
Okay.
And so, what did they say that the plan potentially is for Ohtani if it goes 7?
He'll start.
He'll start, right? Is that the idea?
Yeah, definitely to pitch in some way. My understanding is they haven't kind of committed to the exact place, and various things were kind of thrown out there. But I think it's easier for them if he starts. Yeah, but it'd be fascinating if he came in for like the 9th or something. That would be absolutely insane.
What about Max? Are we going to see any more Max?
Might have to.
We might have to. I think if he's in the game, it's probably not great for the Blue Jays at this point, just because he wouldn't be the scheduled starter. But yeah, he certainly thinks he's going to pitch again. So yeah, it'll be fascinating. Every time now it could be the last time. Certainly the last time in the World Series. So yeah, something to watch for sure.
Yeah,
he was fired up just watching the young pitcher go at it in this last game.
He's unbelievable. I still love his energy. Everything about that guy.
Yeah, he's nuts. He's nuts this time of year. I saw him after the Dodgers, clinched the pennant, and he goes, "It's happening again. It's happening again." It's like he's like a little kid. It's crazy.
Right.
All right, Chelsea. All right, well, enjoy the game tonight. Happy Halloween to you.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you, Chelsea. Appreciate it.
I feel like if they go Max in Game 7, you're just hoping to get 3 innings. If he's going to go more than 4,
well, I think it's one of those deals where they can just throw everybody at you.
Yeah, everyone's on deck.
They probably don't let him get one batter on base.
Yeah, but Gausman goes tonight and against Yamamoto. But if they go 7, I mean, you probably got to go Max, or you just throw a guy out there, you throw a bullpen out there, and hope that you get a decent amount of production from Max. But it'll be fun tonight.
I still can't get. I keep looking at JP's penis head.
You can't take your eyes off it.
I can't stop looking at it.
You want me to take it off?
No, attention grabber. It's fine. I know it's supposed to be Jeff Bezos or any ball guy, but it's all good.
It doesn't match my skin. It looks better on the picture.
You're going to a party tonight?
I'm not.
Okay, you wouldn't actually wear that, would you?
No, I think my daughter is going to be Harley Quinn. No chance EB knows who that is.
He doesn't know who Scooby-Doo is. He doesn't know who
Who's Harley Quinn?
She's a DC Comics character, I believe, enemy of Batman.
She was played by
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie looked hot, bat, and then just
I
actually thought she was an actress.
So I think I have a mask, a Joker mask that I could use if we wanted to go with the whole theme.
Right.
But I don't know.
Not a bad idea. All right, when we come back, we are going to do our weekend parlay. I had to reload my FanDuel account, by the way.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. Replenish?
It was
well, you said we're going to win during the NFL season.
I did.
All right, so this is the weekend.
So when we come back, we will do our weekend parlay. And don't forget, Brandon Duham from the Caps. He'll join us coming up at 8:45. Commanders fans, this is for you. Level up with the brand new AAA Commanders MVP membership. You get all the benefits of AAA, such as 24/7 roadside assistance, plus chances to win game tickets, access to exclusive team events and experiences, along with 15% off Commanders gear at the online pro shop. Already a AAA member? Add the Commanders MVP membership for free. Head to AAA.com/Commanders to upgrade or join the squad to put your fandom in drive.
Time now for our Junkies weekend parlay. We put our heads together, try and come up with the big fat winner.
Just nothing but a graveyard of dead bets for the Junks over the last few months.
Jake said to reload his FD account.
I mean, I put another $100 in there. I mean, that the way I look at it, that gets us through the end of the season, even if we don't hit. Or it's right around. It's very
don't
close.
Speak that into existence.
Look, I'm in a bad place. I'm in a negative place.
Even
over
if
here.
we don't hit, okay.
When we don't hit.
All right, yeah, right. That's a better description.
Pretty much.
All right, behind the glass. Let's start with Matt Myers.
All right, I think I may have found my calling. I had the Jets last week. I'm an expert on trash picks.
Okay.
All right, and there's nothing more ugly than a defensive struggle. And that's what we're going to have with Denver at Houston. I know Surtain might be out, but I'm kind of doubling up with Nico being concussed. Maybe he'll be a little under the weather as well and not have as many targets. So we're going to do an ugly under between some of the best defenses in the NFL. Broncos, Texans, under 40.5.
You're forecasting a rock fight in Houston this weekend. Okay. I can see that happening. I can see that playing out.
Okay. All righty.
I hope you're right.
Have you seen the amount of sacks the Broncos have this season?
I don't know the exact number, but I know
is it in the 30s?
The technical term is it's an F ton of sacks.
They're about to break the Bears record by week 13. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That statue Stroud's going to get so smoked.
He probably will get overwhelmed at times by that pass rush.
It is kind of remarkable Stroud's comeback, right? Come down.
I mean, he had a remarkable rookie season. He's actually playing pretty well this season. He's bouncing back from last year, but not quite the heights of his rookie campaign.
Right.
How many sacks do they have? I saw the Seahawks have about mid-20s.
I think they have 30-some. They have mid-30s.
Yeah, they are. They're getting after it.
All right, you're in.
All right, you're in. So I'll go next. You're an expert at trash picks. I'm an expert over the last 6 weeks in player props in the NFL. I gave you the Josh Allen under 30.5 pass attempts last week. Wasn't even close. I think I've hit 6 of 7.
That is impressive.
You're the only one keeping track.
Yeah, someone has to. I'm going to take. All right, so now that Terry's not there against Seattle, who knows how many times Jaden's going to go to Debo. I assume Debo's going to be a big part of the passing game. But they've also been going to Jerry McNichols the last 3 or 4 weeks.
It's been a big factor.
Here are his target share plus receptions and yards over the last 4. Okay? 2, 4, 3, and 6 for 12, 30, 23, and 64. All right? So they're throwing to him a lot more than they did in the first 4 games.
Those are sexy numbers in a PPR league. Full PPR.
If you look at his player prop for receiving yards, it's 16.5. I mean, I think it's a lock that they're going to go to McNichols, 3 or 4 times. He's going to get over 16.5. And if he's wide open, I mean, he's going to get that in 1 reception. So I'm going to go over 16.5 receiving yards for Jeremy Mack.
Very good. It's on the board. It's
all right.
In
spin the wheel.
The
Who's next?
You're next.
Me? All right.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. Obviously, I'm going to do the Code Red game. I don't have a lot of faith. I'm going to pick us this week, but I feel like Sam Darnold's probably going to pick on us a little bit. We'll see if Lattimore can play 2 back-to-back good games. I have my doubts. He's having a pretty darn good year. If anybody thought he was a one-year wonder, he's passed for 1,700 yards, Cakes. He's got 12 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions. He's got a QBR that's 7th in the NFL at 72.2. That's pretty friggin' high. I'm going to go over the passing yards of 250. That's the alt passing yards number. He's gone for 295 against Pittsburgh. He's gone for 242, so just barely missed that number against Arizona. 341 against Tampa and 295 against Jacksonville. Against our secondary, unfortunately, and our inability to really create enough pressure, I'm afraid he'll easily go over the 250. So I'll give him. That's assuming they'll just run the ball down our throats. Hopefully we can stop the run a little bit, force him to pass.
I think Jackson Smith and Jigba's reception prop is 6.5. I love the over.
Oh,
Yeah.
love that over.
Yeah,
I think it's minus 140, but you're going to lay some money. But I love that.
That's not part of the parlay.
That's not. I'm just giving you another one I like.
Just an
but
extra.
Over 250. It's still plus money. It's very small, but it's plus money.
All right, you're in.
All right, JP, you up?
I don't know. That's up to the boss man. You got people behind the glass.
I don't like the penis head. I'm going to go behind the glass again.
I think we have to be careful as the way we reference.
You can't combine those two words.
Yeah,
Jeff
they're
Bezos.
toys.
Oh, sorry. All right, you got to get dumped.
Or Kojak.
I don't know what I can say anymore. All right, Mike Moore.
So this game tomorrow will be going down during the meat and potatoes of my party. So I'll be about 7 serve size deep, give or take. Tennessee against Oklahoma under the lights in prime time. Give me Tennessee money line minus 132. They're going to be wearing their blackout uniforms, so it's just going to be an absolute show at nighttime. They're 4-1 when wearing those jerseys. Must-win game for both teams in the SEC. They're both 6-2. Good old Rocky Top. They got to defend home turf and stomp on the Sooners.
Yeah, this is an elimination game for college football playoff for the loser of this. All right, you're in Tennessee.
None of us received our invites.
Money.
By the way, I'm convinced that Mike Marr,
He
he either bets on UFC guys or Tennessee football. It's what
he went over in the Tennessee Bama game.
It's the only thing he ever picks. And I like it.
Hey, speaking of college football, did you see you guys went super viral with Rivals yesterday?
I did not.
Was that
about the visit?
Yeah, about the visit. The
Loxley talking about his guy going to South Carolina.
About Zion Ely taking a visit.
I didn't see that. I saw that the guy that Jeff Ehrman put something up.
Ehrman did something about it. Then Rivals credited you guys.
Ah, very good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Look at us.
I mean, they have like 250,000
waves.
followers.
Excellent.
Did they clip the audio? Put the audio in there, or they just had the quote from?
I think they just had the quote. They didn't clip the audio.
Okay, that's cool.
Also,
Very cool.
speaking of college football, we need to get our hands on those Terps tumblers, those Yetis that they're giving out.
Haven't seen those
for homecoming.
Well, Benj is going. Benj.
They're silly.
They're giving them out.
No, I think they're $40.
Oh, they're
and they come with a
$40?
drink ticket.
Oh, okay. All right.
Very good.
Benj.
We've got some inside connections there. We'll
right.
make that happen, I'm sure.
Speaking of Benj, you're up next.
It's been a rough couple of weeks for Deebo Samuel. It's no question he's been hampered by that heel injury, but
I was talking about it. They haven't mentioned him all week.
He's off the injury report.
Huh?
He's off the injury report.
Yeah, he's off the injury report.
So that's good to see. And as Bish mentioned, he's going to be a big feature in the passing game on Sunday with Terry out, Jaden back in the lineup. They tried to get him going early against KC, then he goofed up and blew that first drive. That was bad. He's not making that same mistake again. They're going to get him going early in this one. 15-plus receiving yards in the first quarter for Deebo Samuel.
Ooh. I actually like that.
What's your number on that?
Plus 148.
Okay.
I actually like that unfunny, Ben.
All right, that just leaves John Paul Flame.
All right, so the Dallas Cowboys defense absolutely stinks. There are quarterback questions for the Arizona Cardinals. Cakes mentioned before, it might not be Kyler Murray, but if it's not Kyler Murray, it'll be Jacoby Brissett. You look at his last 2 games, 2 touchdown passes, 320 yards against the Colts, 2 touchdown passes, 279 yards against the Green Bay Packers. I'm not going to make a Brissett play. I'm going to make the best receiver play, Trey McBride, who in his last 2 games has 3 touchdown catches. So I'm going to go Trey McBride, anytime touchdown. I believe it is plus 110.
Very good.
All right, recap.
Your pal Scooby-Doo feels slighted. You did not get my pick.
Oh, I'm sorry, Scooby.
All right,
Scoob's up.
I've got Jackson Dart, anytime tutty scorer for the Giants.
Run one in.
I mean, he's scored in 3 straight games, rushing the ball. Cam Scadaboo's foot is pointing the wrong direction. I like Tyrone Tracy, but this just means even more on the plate rushing-wise for Jackson Dart. And at this tasty number, I mean, this looks like a Scooby snack to me, plus 210.
I like how you did that.
So I have got that in the parlay, my friends. Here is your recap.
All right, what are we going to win, Cakes?
All right, here we go. All right, we got a bunch of bets in on the Seahawks-Commanders game. McNichols over 16.5 receiving yards. Deebo needs 15-plus receiving yards in the first quarter. Sam Darnold needs to pass for over 240.5 passing yards. Jackson Dart needs to run one in. Under 40.5 in the Broncos-Texans tilt. Trey McBride needs to score a touchdown in the Cowboys-Cardinals game. And Mike Marr loves Rocky Top more than he likes Surfsides. He's got Tennessee on the money line. A $10 wager pays us $1,604.61.
All right, we'll take that. Come on, man. I'm feeling good.
That is a big score.
Let's win that.
I love it. But we're not going to. We're not going to make it.
These guys want a big
Come on,
payday. They want $1 million.
What is $1,600 divided by 7?
Didn't we just have like a 3K one last week?
Yeah, but we're trying to.
But it equaled 0.
Chunk of that.
We just need to win.
I got nothing.
Who's got the biggest long shot of the
I think
four?
I do it. Plus 210 with Jackson Dart scoring a rushing tutty.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll get into the matchup. Can the Commanders pull off the win? And what are the keys to a victory over the Seattle Seahawks? It's a Football Friday here on the Junkies.
All right, guys, you know me. I'm always out there trying to keep up on the golf course, the tennis court. Just got my bike fixed. I'm going to be back out there on the bike streets cakes. But injuries happen, back spasms, bone and joint pain. I'm always sore. It can slow you down. That's why I trust Vantastat. Whether you need urgent advice after an injury, help understanding symptoms, or you just want a connection to over 400 plus CAO orthopedic specialists, Vantastat is there for you. Their urgent ortho helpline is open 365 days a year, people. Don't wait. Call this number if you're all banged up. 844-VANTA-365. Seriously, I've seen how much of a difference it can make.
Lamar Jackson is back to looking like Lamar Jackson, and the Ravens looked like the Ravens. In his first action since missing a month with a hamstring injury, Lamar Jackson threw for 4 touchdown passes, leading Baltimore to a dominant 28-6 victory over the Dolphins. The Dolphins scored a field goal on their opening drive and forced a quick 3-and-out, and then Miami just crumbled and Baltimore took over for the duration of the contest. Some college sports news: LSU and their athletic director, Scott Woodward, have agreed to part ways. This significant change atop the Tigers organization comes amid a football coaching search that's going to hire a replacement for Brian Kelly, who was ousted from the team last Sunday. And last night, the Wizards, they dropped their matchup with the Oklahoma City Thunder 127-108. From the Crop Medcap 5-Star Sports Desk, Savannah McCann on the Fan.
Happy Halloween to everyone. Cake's dressed up as Scooby-Doo. EB couldn't identify him as Scooby-Doo, which was unbelievable.
Well, how's that unbelievable? It just looks like. I mean, I didn't see the SD.
But if you just saw the maybe you
It
just
looks like a
didn't see
regular
the
dog
top.
to me. I
If
mean, I
you
don't
s-
know. What's the difference?
That doesn't look like
Yeah,
looks
but
like Scooby-Doo.
you know what
I don't-
Snoopy looks like, don't you?
Snoopy's a very distinctive.
So is Scooby-Doo.
So distinctive.
I just haven't seen Scooby Doo's in
breed
50
of,
years.
What breed of dog is Scooby Doo? I want to hear your guess.
I'm not even
no
sure.
idea.
You don't know?
Doberman. I have no idea.
No, that's not a bad
That's not a
guess.
bad guess.
That's not a terrible
What
guess.
is it? I don't know.
Definitely a Great
It's
Dane.
a Great Dane.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know that kind of stuff.
How about Snoopy? You should know that one.
You should know Snoopy.
What type
It,
of
it,
dog
it looked
is
like
Snoopy?
you were about to say it. Just go with your gut.
Poodle.
No.
You're saying you're doing
No.
a bit.
That's what I was
Does
going to
Snoopy
say.
look like a poodle?
No, I don't know dogs though.
If we said Three's Company is a clue,
It's a good clue. It's a solid clue.
you have to kind of dig deeper. Maybe go downstairs where they would hang out
I don't remember the name of the
at the
restaurant.
Regal Beagle.
Beagle.
The Beagle.
Snoopy's a beagle.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't know dogs. I know labs. I know what a lab is.
Okay,
and a
well, that's
golden
one breed.
retriever. And I think
You know what a Chihuahua is?
All right,
Yeah,
this is
little
a
tiny little
non-binding. This is a
cake.
non-binding bet. I will give you $1 trillion if you can name Snoopy's bird sidekick.
He knows that.
He's yellow.
He's got to know that.
No chance he knows it.
You don't know the bird?
No, he doesn't. He's not gonna know.
I haven't watched that since I was 5 years old.
Okay, but I guarantee you remember Pigpen and
Yeah, but
Charlie Brown.
Mark, you realize like JP hasn't watched it since he was 5. That's not an excuse. Cakes hasn't watched Scooby Doo since he was a kid.
Maybe they watched it with their kids or something. I don't know. Maybe they just. I don't know. It's an excuse for me.
Hold up, wait a second. Do you remember Pigpen?
No. What's Pigpen?
Peanuts.
I know it's a sloppy
All right,
person.
Okay, hold on.
But what's a-
Charlie
what's a
Brown? Charlie Brown and Peanuts.
Yeah.
Snoopy.
Yeah.
You know the kid that had the blanket, right?
Linus.
Okay,
Okay,
so you
you got
remember
that.
some things.
What's Charlie Brown's sister's name? She has
Lucy.
blonde hair.
Lucy.
Okay, see, you know.
Oh.
So what's the little birdie? With Snoopy.
What's
I
the,
don't
what's
remember
the
that.
initials?
All right, yeah, I'll give you a
Starts
hint.
with a
I'll give you a
W.
hint.
Yeah.
It's the same name as a very famous music festival.
The HF Festival.
Starts with a W.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Like maybe the most famous music festival of all time.
Lollapalooza.
That starts with a W.
Woodstock, Ricky.
Woodstock.
You know, it doesn't
Birthdays,
matter.
Woodstock.
It doesn't matter. It's stupid.
Okay, but at least you remembered Linus.
I'm with you. It's dumb.
I just don't know that.
No
stuff.
one cares about Snoopy.
Yeah, but you can identify him.
I mean, barely.
You can identify. Did you think
the last thing I think about is Woodstock
Why are you so angry?
because that's me.
It's his brand.
You knew that was Scooby Doo, though, right?
I knew it was Scooby Doo. Yeah,
Well, it's just
but I
unfathomable
wouldn't make fun of someone who doesn't know who it is.
That's fine. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm behind you.
I just thought it was. I didn't.
I'm behind you.
I didn't even care enough to look. Yeah. It looked like a dog or bear costume. That's what I thought.
A bear?
A dog or a bear. From afar, I looked at it for 1 second.
See,
I examined it.
dancing bear.
Yeah, maybe he's a dancing bear.
Hey, it does kind of look like him and Amy like dress up and do furry stuff together with that costume.
Actually, now that you
He does full
mention it,
outfits because the last one you had a Donald Duck full outfit.
I've had Donald Duck.
He has a lot of outfits. You know what I mean?
he likes to play dress up. He likes to.
I bought this yesterday at TJ Maxx.
Oh.
This wasn't like hanging around.
Are
my
you going to
closet.
sit out in front of your house with your wife?
I think I'll just
And
wait
hand
for the
out
kids
candy?
to come up
I think
into
he's
the
a
house.
role play guy.
Oh.
I think he's a role play guy.
Hey, there's not a 0% chance that Cakes has mounted Amy in that thing before.
Oh, geez.
I just bought it last night.
Hey, do you think he's a handcuffs guy?
A
Lock.
handcuffs guy?
Lock.
I don't know. Am I?
Have you ever owned a pair of handcuffs?
I don't know. Have I?
Oh,
That's a yes.
Hey,
That's the biggest yes.
I don't
in the
know.
hey, will
history.
Amy dress up as Velma with you?
Who knows? You never know where the night will take you. But I'm guessing no.
I can't believe he's a handcuffs guy.
I mean, he just admitted it.
Pretty
There was
much.
no- there was no
Face.
admittance.
I could just see the face. I read the
I
body
can't
language.
Hey, do you think he's a handcuffs guy or Amy's a handcuffs girl?
Right.
Right?
I think
who knows?
it's more Cakes.
Okay.
I think Cakes is more the domineering one.
These are just accusations. These are the people thinking out loud.
Dude, I think if I had to bet my life on it, if there was a gun to my head, I would say Cakes is a handcuffs guy. he's somewhere in the dresser drawer. There's some
Got
handcuffs.
handcuffs.
Somewhere. Yep.
You would lose that
And
bet.
not
I've
just
never been a handcuffs
not
guy.
just in fantasy football either.
He let us on.
I do like handcuffing in fantasy football. That is true.
All right, then I would lose. I would lose my life.
AB, one last one. Who used to pull the football from Charlie Brown?
I remember the bit.
He would always fall for it too. The big dummy, big blockhead.
Yeah.
She'd always convince him that this time she
Yep.
wasn't going to pull the football.
It wasn't Lucy?
It
It was Lucy. Good call.
Didn't we just mention Lucy?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just-
Okay. all right.
You nailed
You
that.
just threw me. You acted like there was maybe another character or something that I didn't know.
By the way, speaking of anger, Ben's on the phone. But remember Dennis from Reston called the other day?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, Dennis is going to be angry. He's pissed off."
He doesn't like it when we call him
He doesn't
angry.
like it when you say that.
And we hung up on him. I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh, he lost his mind? He got mad?
No, I think we hung up on him,
Okay.
didn't we? Anyway,
Yeah,
so he
something
called
happened.
back and he was so pissed at me.
So you were right.
He was salty at you specifically.
Yeah, because he goes, "I'm not mad." He goes, "Bishop's always the one that's mad." So he called back and he was bitching at Ben. Didn't he call back and bitch at you?
Yeah.
You guys can have a mad off.
Has he called today? Yet?
No, he said he might not call back, but he tells me that every week.
he can't
yeah,
help
he gets-
himself. He
he
loves
gets
us,
frustrated,
even
yeah.
though we goof on him.
He's mad you guys didn't put him on 4 times in a row, and then when he did come on, you guys hung up on him real quick.
I don't know
I
why
can't
we hung
remember
up
why. I
on
think he
him.
maybe was saying something that we thought was maybe silly, and then we just wanted to move on.
His phone was cutting out a little bit.
Oh, maybe in the
And maybe
phone
it was the
cutting out.
phone.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Doesn't matter. Don't
Dennis
take it
from
personally.
Reston, if you're listening, give us a call. Give
Don't
us your
take it
pick.
personally. We're just having fun.
All right, so Commanders
Look, Cakes.
against the Seahawks Sunday night. Commanders have lost 3 in a row. Seahawks, one of the better teams in the NFC. You went through some of the Seahawks' strengths, whether it's Sam Darnold, JSN at wide receiver.
That's
their
their biggest
defense has been really good. They're shutting down the run. What does Washington have to do to win this game? What are their keys to
Cliches.
victory?
They're the same cliches. They're always no matter who you're playing. It's sustained drives, keep their offense off the field.
Yeah,
right?
but if you have to
Create
point to somebody having a
turnovers.
big game, I
I've
know
got 2 specifics.
other people have said Debo earlier. Do you have a specific thing that Washington has to do to win this game?
Yes. And this is a low bar.
Yeah.
They need to rush as a team for at least 100 yards. And I know that's a low number compared to what they've done to some other teams.
Well, that's
in the
25
past.
more than what they allow.
That's exactly what I mean. Like if you're able to have some success against the best rushing defense in the league, that helps them keep drives alive. You don't have to fully lean on Jaden Daniels to pass you to victory. Like let Jaden run some, get Bill 12 to 15 carries.
If you just
Gain 100, 110 rushing yards, and I think that's a big key.
If you just looked at the stats and where they are in rushing, they're still third in the league in rushing at 136 yards. But I feel like all of that was built early in the season. and we've just been dying a slow death here in the last 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah,
on the
Giants
ground.
game, they went
I agree with you.
They opened the season, the Giants game, over 200 yards. They had over 200 yards in the Raiders game as well. Kind of building off what you're saying, just getting more specific, I do think they need a Bill bounce back. And if you want to chime in, 1-800-636-1067. If Washington is to win their game
I have another one
against Seattle, what is your key to victory? Who needs to step up? So, Bill, last 3 games, he has that monster game against the Chargers, goes for $111, averaged 8 yards a carry with 2 touchdowns. Since then, he went for 61 against Chicago, 33 against Dallas, 25 against Kansas City. That's a negative direction. They need a Bill bounce back to get this game going. And I do think you're at 100. I would put it at 125. I think they need
that'd be great,
40 to 50 from Jaden, 70 plus from Bill, sprinkle in some McNichols, Rodriguez if you want to give them a couple carries, whatever. But they need to get back to close to their average of yards per game on the ground.
I need Jaden to be a superstar. I need him to put on the cape.
That's what I was going to say.
This was the time last season, about the time, maybe a little bit later, where we're like, just got to let Jaden cook.
That was at 7-5.
He needs to get back into that mode.
Get back in the kitchen, Jaden.
And we needed to see 2024 Jaden.
Eric, you read my mind. I was going to say, and I think it's obvious to say it, but they have to lean on him. He's got to be the guy.
He's got to be special.
He can't turn the ball over.
No stupid
They got to
stuff.
win the turnover battle. Defensively, I don't know how they're going to do it, but they've got to just keep JSN.
Can I compliment you?
Yes.
I think, compliment what you're saying, I think your boy has to do the unthinkable. He has to have back-to-back good games.
Lattimore?
Lattimore has to do the unthinkable.
I don't know how much he's going to be on JSN. I doubt he's going to be on an island with him. I don't know what they're going to do defensively. Cakes, you can text Joe Witt on that later today.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to do that.
But they just have to keep JSN in check. They can't let him go for 9 and 140 in a score. I mean, that's just going to kill you. You got to keep him in that 5, 6, 7 range for 85 and keep him out of the end zone. That's going to be difficult. But JSN you got to keep him in check, and then Jaden's got to be the guy.
Weather looks like it will not be a factor. No slippery balls for Jaden like in the Chicago games. Let's take good care of the ball.
Yeah.
1-800-636-1067. And I think defensively, you're going to worry about JSN. You're going to worry about that passing offense. But and we just heard Baldy. I think it was Baldy who was hyping up Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
I mean,
he likes him.
He can be a good running back. You got to shut down that running game. EB, maybe they can figure out a way if the interior guys you said are playing good.
Supposedly
and
the
stopping
fourth
the
in
run,
the NFL up the middle defense.
They got to figure something out on the outside. They moved Luvu from linebacker to defensive end. That didn't necessarily work in terms of stopping the run. Maybe you got to
Tyler Owens, Jeremy Reeves.
You got to do something. They did some tweaking last week. Maybe they'll do some more tweaking.
Yeah, I mean, they brought the young guys in. They played a lot more snaps.
Is it possible they played Johnny Newton more? Is it possible to play Newton alongside Payne and to play Kinlaw on the outside to stop the run?
I'm ignorant, but sure. It sounds good to me. Sounds good to me.
By the way, Darnold's only been sacked 9 times through 7 games.
Yeah.
Like they do a really good job of protecting him.
They protect him.
Good job of establishing the run.
Get their hands up. Get in those passing lanes, right? Deron Payne
Bat
had that.
some balls down.
Didn't he have that game where he batted 2 or 3 balls down
I think
in a row? He was
at least 2 in
really
one
insane
game.
sequence there. We need some of that stuff.
I mean, it's still an uphill battle, even if they do win. But if they win,
you feel a lot
you're
better.
going to feel really good. You're going to feel good about your chances to beat Detroit the next week at home. But it's a big one.
The one thing I will say, we had Vaughn on Wednesday, and Vaughn just is so effusive about this coaching staff. And Vaughn's been around, right? He's had a lot of staffs he's played for.
Mm-hmm.
And Scott Abraham, Scott was out there at practice yesterday, and he put a video, and we're going to have Scott on later at 9 o'clock. He had a video of them just coming out to practice, just the guys just taking the field. And Quinn and those coaches have those boys fired up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was noticeable, the energy that those guys have, considering the spot that they're in, the downward spiral they're in, is impressive.
I'm telling you, I have a vibe that they're going to run right at Seattle and have some success. Even though statistically that is Seattle's strength, stopping the run.
You think they're going to challenge them?
I think it's just a vibe. There's no data, but I think Quinn has challenged them, and I do think their energy was better last week.
Yeah, their energy was way better.
People can mock it. They lost by 21. I get that. But they played better than they did in the Dallas game.
Totally. Way
Tied
better.
at halftime.
They lost to a better team.
Yeah.
They lost to a better team. That's okay. But I thought their energy was way better. They were quicker. I could feel, you always hear Quinn talk about that. I could feel that. I could feel their energy and their speed and their hitting watching that game last week.
Something else that's alarming is that the Seahawks, they're good away from home. They're 3-0 on the road.
Yeah.
They're not intimidated to come into your place and play. You saw what they did against the Steelers early in the season, and they have road wins at Arizona and at Jacksonville as well.
I mean, this may be stupid to say, but part of the reason why I am going to pick us is you can mock me. I think this team is too good to lose like 4 in a row. It would be 4 in a row, right? If we lose this one.
Mm-hmm.
I know Seattle may even be a better football team, but I think
they are a better football team, but
just think at some point this team's too good to lose 4 in a row.
But it's also, and it's even if you're a better football team, it's hard to travel 3,000 miles, play an island game because it's going to be a great atmosphere out there. And it's just hard to do that.
All right.
It's not easy.
We want to hear from you guys. 800-636-1067. The question is clear. How do they pull this off? What specifically needs to happen for the Skins to win this game? Let's go to our guy, Toothpick, on line 1 here. Hold on. Toothpick, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's good? I feel really good about this weekend's parlay. I'm following the parlay this week. This is the week we hit.
All right. But, are you basically mirroring our picks every week?
No, just this week. I like what you guys have this week.
Okay.
I pick and choose. Which one of you guys I follow, but I like the whole thing this week. I really do.
He likes the whole card.
Nice.
I like the whole thing. So listen, ED, you should never ever go on Jeopardy because you didn't know Woodstock. You should never do that. But specifically, what we should do.
He's not going to go on Jeopardy.
That's just brain fog. I know Woodstock. That's just being old.
Right. So what we should do is literally, or what we need to do is have 4 sacks. Don't care where they come from. Second level, the defensive ends, the interior, and we need 2 turnovers: fumble, interception, block kick, and scoop score. But we need 2 turnovers, 4 sacks, make Sam Darnold see ghosts. That's what we need.
Okay, I like it.
All right, Toothy Tooth.
All right, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Later.
All right, now.
Let's go to Dave in Raleigh, 800-636-1067. Come on, people. You cannot do the DC swoon, the DC fan swoon, where we just give up.
Where they're out and they don't call?
About week 8 or 9 or whatever. No, we got to hang in there. We got to fight.
Hey, you know what? Here's a positive. Seahawks are -4 turnover differential. Now, Commanders are worse. They're -5. But Seattle gives up the ball.
They're equally inept.
Yep.
Yeah, but the Commanders actually had a couple turnovers last week, so
I know.
Maybe they're trending up.
Well, it's definitely been a point of emphasis for them. Let's go to Dave in Raleigh. Dave, what's up? What needs to happen?
Good morning.
Hello,
guys,
Dave.
good morning. I love the fact that you guys are on YouTube. My family gets to see your faces now in the morning when we're getting ready, instead of just looking at the blank screen of the Odyssey one. So thank you. I hope you guys keep this up.
Cool. Yeah. What's up, man? Give me your whole deal.
Yeah, look, so I actually think they're gonna win. I think the upset's happening. I think Seattle can be beaten. I think like you guys said about traveling 3,000 miles. I did want to point out one thing to you guys. So I watched the all 22. Lattimore does not travel. Unless they're on the goal line, he lines up exclusively on the right side, to the point where even if they split a running back out, he takes the outside guy. I think, which I find that strange, but I think the key to this game is 2 things. One, the offense has got to play well. That Jaden obviously, and then they just got to somehow. Whoever's got a Jackson Smith, they got to keep him in check. They got to probably keep him under 100 yards to have a real chance at this.
Who's their complement to Jackson Smith?
I mean, they have Cooper Kupp.
Okay.
And then they got Varner, the tight
Cooper
end.
Kupp, this is not the Cooper Kupp of the Rams during his heyday. Like, it's a reduced, older Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, but you know what Witt was raving about? His blocking. He said he blocks like friggin' Hines Ward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about his blocking. I care about his catching.
I mean, when it comes to
from a fantasy perspective,
I understand.
That just makes you super, tough to defend.
I mean, when it comes to the passing game for Seattle, they just basically go to Jackson Smith.
Right. He's their guy.
You know,
Right, so
And you know what? Here's another name. A.J. Barner, their tight end. He's been pretty good.
he's been pretty good.
Like, he's a guy that could make a difference in the game as well.
Yeah, Jackson Smith has 50 catches. Cooper Kupp's got 24 so far with just one touchdown. 1-800-636-1067. It's a football Friday. What does Washington have to do to right the ship, end this 3-game losing streak, and beat Seattle on Sunday night? We'll take more of your.
all right, guys, you know about my new obsession, Daisy French onion dip. Keep the pictures coming. EB Junkies on Twitter. One of my guilty pleasures during football season, really year-round, is eating dips with chips, wings, and veggies all while watching a big game. Maybe watching some golf, having family and friends over. And now Daisy's come out with their delicious Daisy French onion dip and their Daisy ranch dip, and they're absolute game changers. I like the French onion dip with chips. I like the ranch dip with wings. Do whatever you want. They're as delicious as a homemade dip. They're made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients you'd find in your very own kitchen. So next time you go out to the grocery store, push your little cart over to the dip section, grab some Daisy French onion dip and some Daisy ranch dip. I promise you're going to love it.
Commanders' victory. They've lost 3 in a row, facing Seattle, one of the best teams in the NFC. Who do you need to see step up specifically? What are your keys to a victory? Looking at our YouTube chat, YouTube Live, Xavier writes, Washington win if Seattle quarterback Sam Darnold gets knocked out. Okay. And it says, stick to the run. Play Chris Rodriguez more. Platoon McGee and Wagner. I just don't see them platooning Wagner.
He plays every snap. They're pretty steadfast.
They don't have another option. It's clear. If they did, they wouldn't be playing old-ass Bobby Wagner every single snap.
But they did make some tweaks last week and did play the young guys a little bit more.
They did. They needed to do more of that. But it wasn't at Bobby's expense. See, people were hoping it would be at Bobby's expense. No, nothing personal, but you just want younger, fresher legs out there. And I don't like to be an ageist and think you always have to be the young. I don't think you have to be the youngest team. It's just, it's got to the point with Bobby where, like, bums like me can see. It just doesn't have the range.
I mean, coverage, but he's still second in the NFL in tackles.
That's fine, but
he's great at
they're
that.
going to have to prepare for life after Bobby Wagner because that's coming probably at the end of the season. You can't always have the security blanket of Bobby Wagner being around. So it'd be nice to groom somebody in the interim.
You got to play who you got now.
I understand.
I mean, you don't have many options.
Yeah, the options are definitely limited.
And it doesn't sound like they're going to add anything. You know, like especially like a wide receiver. You know, people are throwing out there where they're going to maybe add something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
DQ's like, no, we have the answers in this room.
Here's one from L_load. Keys to the game. 1, JD must stay healthy. Okay, pretty obvious. 2, get number 26 involved in the running game, like 15 carries.
That's McNichols. He's not going to get 15 carries.
He might get to 5.
Number 3, downfield passing to open up the run. And 4, need the D to have the best game of the year. I do think there is something to the downfield passing thing because I thought Mariota, I would probably give him a B for his performance, even though they only scored 7 points. I thought, in the first half he was dealing. I think he had 3 incompletions. One of them was the interception to Debo. He was 15 for 18. But there really wasn't anything downfield.
Nothing stretching the field. Yeah.
The touchdown pass to McLaurin was a long pass. He was all the way on the left hash. Would it go down as probably a 20-yarder? That was actually a really long pass. Left hash all the way to the right, kind of lobs it up and everything. But there weren't really downfield shots.
We just need Jaden to be special.
Jaden's got to be
He needs to go find his cape, go in his closet, get his mommy, go in the closet.
Cape shouldn't be hard to find.
Have her find
on
that cape.
Halloween,
That's
EB.
right.
Yeah. I mean, we could find some spares. We could go to the Halloween store and get him one if you can't find his.
Is Jaden dressing up for Halloween? That's a good question.
Tonight?
Yeah.
No.
You don't think so?
I'm going to say they have some sort of party.
Teams usually have some sort of Halloween get-together and or party.
I would. You know how, like, Russell likes to get rid of the ping pong table?
Yeah.
When your record is what our record is, there's no parties.
No Halloween parties?
I'm the no fun guy when you're like this. I don't want any fun. I need to be locked in, and everybody needs to be focused.
You're Brad Pitt walking into the locker room in Moneyball and asking guys, is losing fun.
Yeah.
It's a great scene.
Yeah. I barely remember it, but sure. Yeah.
Giambi's goofy little brother's up dancing on a table, and Brad Pitt is so bitter.
Yeah.
He's not happy.
I do not want my guys at some Halloween party tonight. Are you kidding? I need to be locked in.
Maybe they already had it.
Sit at home. You want to watch Netflix? Fine.
I'm going to guess Jaden dresses up as something for Halloween. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but he's going to dress up as something.
No non-football related fun.
I want Jaden to dress up tonight.
Hey, they are wearing the I mean, people are really happy with the jersey they're wearing and the helmet they're wearing.
Super Bowl era threads. Love them.
Eric, are you going to be angry if they are walking through the tunnel to the locker room in their Halloween costumes? Like if
I hate that whole bit.
I'm saying if Debo Samuel is dressed up as Mario or something for Halloween.
I don't know that it would anger me any more than a lot of the outrageous outfits that they wear.
Frankie Louvu is dressed as a werewolf.
Well, frankly, when these guys are, I just got to watch what I say. But these guys are wearing things that are outrageous, and that probably angers me more. I'd rather them wear a costume than some of the stuff that they wear.
I told you Debo walked in with the leather pants last week.
I mean, these guys are wearing like bondage outfits.
I know.
Like,
it looks terrible.
It's embarrassing.
They think they look great.
It's embarrassing. You get pissed me off. Because now I'm just thinking about it.
Before last week, Marshawn should have dressed up as a ghost couldn't see him out of the field.
A lot of shots at my boy.
You could see him. He was committing penalties.
Hey, will you be angry if Marshawn has like a scream mask on?
I don't know.
He wouldn't
honestly
recognize a scream mask.
It's also true.
He doesn't know what that is.
What would differentiate a scream mask from any other?
Google
mask?
scream mask, and it'll pop right up. I know.
that.
I'm making you actually
Yeah, I
put something
know.
in your
Can't
search
you
bar.
just explain it?
It's
It's
easier
like
to
a
see
white
it.
mask that has a certain look
You
to it.
pull it up, see if you recognize
I'm
it.
sure I would
describe it.
recognize it, but I don't know.
It's pretty
He
popular.
probably didn't see any of the Scream
I know
movies.
he hasn't seen it, but it's something that's
that the
big-
one with
just
Jennifer
pop
Love
culture.
Hewitt in that?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
No, not
Oh, it's
Jennifer
not
Love
Jennifer Love
Hewitt.
Hewitt?
This
No.
is a scream mask. I wouldn't have known that.
See, exactly.
I would have just said that's a mask. I didn't know.
Yeah, horror noobs. Horror noobs. Kids.
Yeah,
What sort of mask does Jason Voorhees wear?
a hockey mask.
Hockey. Okay, so you know that.
Yeah,
Now that's
yeah.
You
That's
ask
the
him that
lowest
every
one.
Halloween.
I know.
He asks
Like-
him the same questions every Halloween.
And one trick pony over there.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm Alex
800-636
Still like
1067. We want to hear from you. Give us the scenario.
Hey, my Johnny Newton move Kinlaw to end probably didn't work because he hasn't been practicing.
who?
Johnny Newton.
He's on the injury report.
Ankle, DNP Wednesday, DNP Thursday.
That means
Write him
will
off.
not play Sunday.
He's done, Ski.
Unless he
I didn't realize he had the ankle.
He's done.
because you don't
Ski.
go from DNP to full practice on Friday. Usually
Right.
that doesn't
Kinlaw
happen.
was
Probably
full
not.
on Wednesday, limited Thursday.
Okay. See how he fares today.
That's fine. They're probably just
Could they have
give him
limited
time
that
off.
just because like an old man day?
I don't know.
He ain't that old.
All right, let's go to
The
Henry.
guy's like
Who,
27.
Kinlaw?
Yeah.
Henry, what's up, buddy? Y'all with the Junkies.
By the way, that's a guy that doesn't need to dress up to terrify you.
Hey, fellas, happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Same.
Happy Friday. Happy Halloween.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, Luke McCaffrey, 2 touchdowns. Jaden going to find his new receiver, and we're going to do better on those daggone 3rd and 1s. Get up under the center, follow your linebackers. First down. What about that?
So you think McCaffrey goes off on Sunday
Oh,
night?
you know what? In his honor, I will place that bet for like $1 on FanDuel.
On what? McCaffrey?
What will it
Yeah,
pay?
on,
What
on
will
2
that pay?
tutties. Probably $1 billion.
Right.
I mean, I have no idea. It'll pay a lot.
You got to put at least $5 on it.
Better
No,
on
he
the
ain't gonna
first
do
and
that.
third
Told you
one.
my
Better on
funds
the
are
third one,
limited.
fellas.
Put up 4. I'll give you one. If each of the junkies
Sure,
gives you one.
I'll put $5 on something I know isn't going to happen.
Right. All right. Do you
Yeah,
have
I'll
a score?
front you the
Did
5,
you give us a
Cakes.
score, Henry?
Okay, so here you go. $5.
27, Commanders 27, Seahawks 17. Close game.
All right.
Is that an under?
I think it's an under.
Right around
I
there.
think
What-
the number's like
48 or
47 and a half.
Yeah.
What did he say? Was
27-7. What's that math?
That's
on that?
44.
44. That's an under.
Definitely an under.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Valdez.
I'm bad at math.
math's not
I
working.
can do over under math.
You
DB
Okay,
is,
I'm okay at it.
Is Matt Gay good to go? Because I see he was limited as well in practice.
I didn't understand why they so quickly cut. And I know this infuriates Cakes because he
Right.
just thinks you can pick up any bum.
Right.
But why'd they already cut the kicker?
You want to
Not
begin
right.
with me?
Or maybe he just did not impress in
I am
warm-up.
so ungay.
Maybe they were just like, ugh.
Or they just thought the Gay was. Or they just. I mean, didn't they pick him up on Saturday?
I know that's the
Maybe
Cakes
they do the
argument.
same
You can
move.
pick up any bum.
They'll just pick him back up on Saturday.
I still stand by
fly
my,
him in.
I stand by my credo.
Yeah.
I wonder what he made for that game just to come out.
It's a great question.
Come to Kansas City.
What is he,
look
an
up-
engineer? You said something like that?
Yeah, he was a chemical
I don't
engineer.
know. I don't know
He
what he
worked,
does
I
for.
thought you
he
brought it
worked
up.
for. I did. He worked
you
for
brought it.
Lockheed Martin.
He probably made
Oh,
about
he's like
15K
he's
at
designing
least.
like missile defense systems.
He probably
stuff
made
like
about
that.
15
15 to 20K, I bet.
Probably.
Like
It's a
good
league
score.
minimum for,
for a game.
for a week.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
I actually, missile defense systems
Yeah.
kind of related. I followed Von Miller's recommendation. He came on the show and he said that he was watching A House of Dynamite on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it.
But you're not into it. You don't like it.
Oh,
I can tell
that's
you
not
give
a
it a
good.
lukewarm.
I liked the first 25 minutes.
And then you fell asleep.
No, I didn't fall asleep. Watched the whole thing.
Why are you so like lukewarm on it?
It's I don't want to give anything away. It's one of those movies where it's kind of like real time, like very tense for 19 minutes, and then they do it over. And they do it over from
You
different
know what?
perspectives.
I'm out. How many bald skull caps do you give it?
2.
2.5.
2.5. Okay.
All right, that's terrible.
Valdez, I need to hear
No
your
thanks.
Skins prediction. Our fan base, they've given up. I could tell. They've given up. This is what they do about week 8, week 9.
Gotta
And
play
I get
the-
it. I've kind of given up on the season as a whole. But for some reason this week.
If they lose Sunday night, you wait. Then it's dead.
No, no,
yeah,
I know the
I mean, it's
season's
dead.
pretty
It's
much
real
shot,
trouble.
But for some reason, I feel like with Jaden back, we're not going to lose 4 in a row. We're not that bad, even though Seattle's probably better. I don't know. Just for some reason, I think Quinn's staff's got the guys fired up. I think we're going to shock people.
I think it's a close game.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I did not realize until this season, and then looking back on last season, just how dependent the offense is on running the football. Like it's alarming that if you shut that down, it seems like the offense kind of goes into a shell a little bit.
Are you saying that just about us, or are you making that about the Ravens too? Or is that just an idea you have about the Skins?
It's just my observation of the Redskins.
Oh, the Redskins. Okay.
Specifically this season. But
is it part of that also because we haven't had Terry? We haven't been able to stretch the field. That's affected everything. That's affected everything.
I don't know. I don't know why it's happening. I just know that when it's happening, it's the offense is kind of scattering around. That being said, Seattle's great at stopping the run. It's an offense that's dependent on the run versus a team that's great at stopping the run. I think Seattle kind of ekes one out late, like a 24-21 victory for Seattle.
It's another under.
EB, this could make you feel better. Do you know that Baker Mayfield, you're talking about Jaden putting on his cape.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield, less than a month ago, played the Seattle Seahawks. It was a home game. Seattle had to travel all the way over there.
Right.
That Seattle defense gave up
Down
38
there.
points, and Baker had 4 incompletions and almost threw for 400 yards.
Wasn't that
29 for 33.
That game was in Seattle, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was in Seattle.
That was a home game for the Seahawks.
My bad. So Baker actually went there and threw for almost 400 yards.
Right.
Just
what?
You need to put two halves together too. I mean, it does feel like the Commanders are kind of knocking at the door to get right but just got to put two halves together against the Chiefs.
Yeah. You're definitely basing it on hope right now more than you are evidence.
And Dan's right. They're not playing complementary football because when the defense gets stops, the offense seems to be stalling out. When the offense is balling, the defense just looks so leaky. They're not symbiotic with each other right now.
Look at that fancy
The problem
word.
I have with the complementary football phrase, cliche that everybody uses is if they could do it on command, they would. You know what I mean? It's like they're trying to be.
I know.
You know
I know.
I mean?
Trust me. Yeah, you want to play a perfect game.
Yeah, I mean they're trying every time to stop.
And it's hard. It's hard to play perfect football, but it's just sometimes. If the offense is sputtering, you need the defense to help out, and it's not happening this year. It's not happening this year.
Yeah.
Last year, it happened.
Yeah.
Seattle's rush defense is undeniably good, but last week they played a guy named Woody Marks.
Yeah.
And
Marks has put up some decent numbers.
And the Fossil and Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
Am I crazy? Wasn't there a game we played this season, Cakes, where we were going against a team that allegedly had a great run defense and we kind of shredded them? Was that
Chargers?
That was the Chargers.
Yes. At that point, the Chargers
Everybody was
did have a
hyping
good
up the
run
Chargers
defense.
run defense,
Yep.
and then we just gutted them.
And we
Hold
say,
them.
and same thing. The Giants had, an alleged good defense. Now they only put up 21 points in that game, but
Yeah,
they
but
were,
Krosky Merritt had like 82 yards.
They ran for over
rushing.
200 yards.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. 1-800-636-1067 is the number. We'll get back to the matchup a little bit later on a Football Friday with Scott Abraham from ABC7. But next we'll talk some Washington Capitals. Brandon Duhaime joins us here on the Junkies.
All right, guys, EB here. It's NBA tip-off week, and FanDuel is your home for live betting. So even if you missed the start of the game or you want to ride the hot hand, FanDuel has live bets on everything from who will score next to fourth quarter comebacks. Plus, you can even combine your live bets into a same-game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. However you want to play, now is the perfect time to join because FanDuel is giving new customers $300 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Just visit FanDuel.com/EB to sign up today. That's FanDuel.com/EB. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official partner of 106.7 The Fan. You must be 18 and over. Present in D.C. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt.
Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call, text 1-800-GAMBLER. game losing streak here.
Yep, we're joined right now on the Rude Guest Hotline. Rude, the most reliable heating and air conditioning products in the DMV, by Brandon Duhame from the Caps, a.k.a. Dewey. What's up, Dewey? Good morning.
What's up, fellas? How we doing?
Hey, so will your fiance be at your house tonight handing out candy, or is she coming to the game?
I think she's going to come to the game. We'll probably just put the bucket outside, and hopefully not one kid just takes it all. You know?
Okay, so here's the important part: are they full? Are you giving away full size bars? What sort of candy?
Full size bars. Yeah, I feel like it's the only right way to do it.
So what sort of candy are we talking about?
We'll get the chocolate bar variety pack, and then probably like the Skittles.
Okay, good.
Starburst pack. You know what I'm talking about?
Where do you stand on Mounds and Almond Joy? Where do you stand on coconut based chocolate bars?
Not my pattern.
Yeah.
I'd probably go like a Snickers or a Twix, something like that.
I like those too, but
this is the correct answer.
I do love Almond Joys. I crush some Almond Joys.
Not for me.
By the way, I assume you live in Arlington. I was my daughter lives in Arlington. And I was driving around a couple neighborhoods. I couldn't believe how many houses were decorated in Arlington for Halloween.
Oh, my neighborhood's crazy. Like they go all out in my area.
Right.
So.
What about your house? Is it decorated?
No, not so much. We're moving so much that it's kind of a pain in the ass to put all the decorations and pack them up and stuff. So we're unfortunately not.
But you seem to be into the spirit. We actually retweeted the video that the Capitals put up of you hiding in the box, startling your teammates as the big bad wolf. Who got the most scared?
Oh, I mean, I don't know if you saw it, but Dowder.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Man.
Dowder. I mean, he literally jumped back like 5 to 7 feet. He was terrified.
Yeah.
Who was the one guy that had no reaction?
Yeah, who's dead inside?
Marty.
Yeah, he just walked like zero, like nothing.
Yeah. Didn't even budge.
But he even got Tom Wilson.
Yeah, I was. That was kind of my main target. I was like, I want to get this guy. Like,
you want to get Willie,
right? But it was kind of tough because he came in right in front of the box, so it was, he was real taken by surprise.
All right, so let's talk about where you guys are at right now. You know, we had Coach on, and I was actually a little surprised because I know he was steaming with that Senators loss, but he was actually okay with the Stars. You know, he thought you guys played really well in that one, just kind of on the wrong side of it. 1-0, whatever happens. But how do you feel like kind of going into this game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think the Senators game was, the score says it all. I think I think that's one we just kind of you just wash and move on, and we know that's not our game. But I thought we had a pretty good effort in the Stars game. You know, whatever the scoring chances were, I feel like we kind of carried play 5-on-5 mostly, and it's finding ways to get to the net and create offense that way.
Dewey, how bad do you feel for Ethan Frank? I mean, he gets the call up from Hershey. He plays in the game against Dallas, and he skates right into the back of Mikko Rantanen. He has to be helped off the ice. Now he's on the IR. He had like this big opportunity to come up from the AHL, fill in while Stromer is sidelined, and he gets knocked out in the first game. That's brutal.
Yeah, pretty brutal bounce for Frankie, and I think he's doing well. I think he's recovering well, and he's in good spirits. So, we're happy to get him back, and whenever he's healthy and ready.
Speaking of brutal, did you guys have to walk on eggshells a little bit around Farivari after he scored the only goal in the game? He scored the own goal against LT. Like, what's that like when that happens?
It's a brutal bounce. He's in the right position. He gets a good stick on a pass that's going cross crease, and good defensive play by him to get a stick on it. Just real tough bounce going past LT there.
Talking to Brandon Duhame from the Washington Capitals. I'm just wondering at this early point in the season, as a player, do you ever peek and look at the standings?
Anytime if you come across it on social media or something, you take a look. But no, I don't think it's anything that you're looking at right now where you're either panicking or you're saying, oh, we're in a good place. It really, 10 games in, it's nice to get points on the board, and these points are extremely important. But as far as looking at the standings and getting worried about it. I wouldn't say that's a focus on our mind right now.
How weird is it that you guys were just scoring at such a crazy clip last year, and this year is just not the same? Right now, you're 26th in the league in average goals per game after scoring just 27 times in the first 10 games. Is that hard for you guys to adjust to? Is there a lot of questions being asked during the film sessions that how you get this jump started going forward?
Yeah, I think if you take out the last two games, I think we were doing real well with the offensive stuff, and we were finding opportunities to score. And whether we might not get 5-6 goals a game, but if we're getting the right amount of opportunities, that's kind of what we're looking at. And the finishing will come as the season goes on and as the games goes on. So it's it's just important to keep doing the right things, on and off the puck to create those scoring chances.
So Dewey, the Isles tonight, I think you guys have already played them earlier in the year.
Yep.
And then the Isles in the last 3 games have given up 15 goals, all on the road, Philly, Boston, Carolina. So they've lost 3 straight. They've given up some goals. Talk to me about the Isles.
Yeah, anytime a team comes in, maybe if they've struggled in their past few games, it's important for a good start. And if you can get one early on them or get a couple on them early, that's, the guys kind of hang their heads a little bit, here we go again type stuff. So it'll be a real emphasis for us to get a good start tonight.
All right, Dewey. Let's get it going again.
Happy Halloween to you, buddy.
Yeah, enjoy, man. Thanks, buddy.
Sounds good, guys.
Yep.
All right, be good. Yeah,
Brandon
of course.
DeHame, Caps Winger, coming up next. We're going to get back to Commanders Seahawks. Scott Abraham, who's at the park every day from ABC 7. He'll join us here on the Junkies.
All right, guys, let me tell you about my new obsession, Daisy French onion dip. You know it. You keep sending me those pictures. I love it. One of my guilty pleasures during football season, really year-round, is eating dips with chips, wings, and veggies, all while watching football, golf, or just having family and friends over. And now Daisy's come out with their delicious Daisy French onion dip. I like that with chips. Daisy Ranch dip, personally like that with wings, and they're absolute game changers. They're as delicious as a homemade dip, made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients you'd find in your very own kitchen. So do me a favor, next time you go to the grocery store, make sure you pick up some Daisy French onion dip and some Daisy Ranch dip, and I dare you not to dip into it before the big game.
This sports update is brought to you by the Reynolds and Power home team, Keller Williams Realty. In the first game in 32 days, quarterback Lamar Jackson immediately returned to his MVP form and provided hope that the Ravens can get back into the playoff hunt. After missing 3 games because of a right hamstring injury, Jackson threw 4 touchdown passes in a 28-6 victory over the Dolphins. The Ravens have shaken off a 1-5 start to close within a game and a half of the AFC North leading Steelers. Speaking of this game, while he's already considered a shoo-in for future enshrinement in Canton, Ravens running back Derrick Henry all but sealed his eventual spot in the Hall of Fame. Last night, he rushed 19 times for 119 yards and became the 17th player in NFL history to amass 12,000 career rushing yards. And C.J. McCollum had 19 points, and Bilal Coulibaly added 16 for Washington, but they ended up losing their 3rd straight, falling to 1-4 on the season, dropping last night's matchup to the Oklahoma City Thunder 127-108. From the Crop Medcap 5-Star Sports Desk, Savannah McCann on the Fan.
Of the Junkies. It's Bish, Cakes, EB, and JP. Cakes still has a Scooby-Doo costume. I've abandoned the bald cap. It's just too much.
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't think I'd be a good baldy, though.
You never know. Never know what the future holds, JP.
Are you? Yeah,
I got a little head. It's not a good
it's
shape.
probably not great for you.
Dude, little guys with little heads, they don't look
I have
good.
no idea.
I mean, I would think it'd be better to have a little bald head than a big bald head.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you would know from the big bald
I've
head.
got the big bald head. Me and Brian Dable, big bald heads.
I mean, I know I'm just wearing like a dumb little costume,
Yeah.
but if JP was going to be Bezos, he should have committed to it.
And what should he have done?
He should have had like the aviator shades,
Yeah.
like a crotch tight jeans, like a black,
You should have worn like a
muscle
muscle
shirt.
shirt.
Yeah,
Show off
yeah,
your
yeah.
testosterone guns.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't commit to the bit. I told you. I picked this up because I was supposed to buy something for what goes underneath a wig. And the guy from Spirit Halloween gave me this. And then my wife scolded me. And then it was there. And I was like, okay, I guess I got a bald cap.
Yeah, that works.
All right, join us right now on the Rude Guest Hotline. Rude's the most reliable heating and air conditioning products in DMV. It's our pal Scott Abraham from ABC7. Hey, Scott.
Good morning, fellas.
Good morning,
Scotty.
Scott.
What's been the vibe this week with Jaden back playing?
You couldn't really tell they're on a 3-game losing streak. You couldn't really tell they're 3-5 on the season. I mean, they're optimistic. They're ready to go type deal. They believe they can turn their season around. So, they know what's in front of them. They know these 2 games with Seattle and Detroit are just massive in terms of trying to claw themselves out of this hole. So we'll see what happens on Sunday night.
I think you talked about it on your sportscast a couple nights ago. Jaden just has to come alive. He's got to be Jaden of last year.
That's what we need to see.
Right?
He needs to find his cape. Tell his mommy to go find his cape.
Tell the mommy to go get the cape. I mean, I know he's limited with the people to throw to because Terry's obviously out, and we'll see what Debo gives you. But Jaden just has to ball out.
He's got to be that Jaden that you saw last year against Cincinnati. That Jaden you saw against Detroit and Tampa Bay. He's just got to, unfortunately, probably put this team on his back a little bit and will them find a way. Find a way. It doesn't have to be pretty. Doesn't have to be a blowout. They just got to get these wins, guys. And it's going to be challenging because I feel like defenses are playing Washington differently with no Terry McLaurin on the outside, no downfield threat where it's really limiting their running game and they can, stack more people in the box. And they're basically daring a Jalen Lane or daring a Luke McCaffrey to beat them downfield with those downfield throws, and they're just not the same as a Terry McLaurin. So that's the challenge there, where Seattle is the top rush defense in the NFL right now. So It's a challenging matchup, but Jaden's got to kind of do it with his arm and his legs against the Seahawks on Sunday.
Agreed, and you mentioned it. I do think they do have to take those shots downfield because Seattle is just going to be tough to run against.
I just, it's the horizontal pass game is good to a point, but they got to take some of these shots, guys. And with no Terry, who's that guy? They don't have Noah Brown. He was a downfield threat. Devo's not necessarily that downfield guy. He's more of a wide receiver screen, quick passing game. So that's the challenge right there. They got to somehow find those explosives down the field, those chunk pass plays to keep the defenses honest.
Yeah, and Cliff talked about it, was asked about it. Yeah. And, he mentioned even Diami not having him this year. Has anybody asked him? I mean, everybody knows Lane has the speed. I understand he's inexperienced. Maybe he can't, run the routes great, but just send him down there as a decoy, for heaven's sakes.
Or just take a shot with him.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to figure this out because you got to keep these defenses honest, as I mentioned, because they're not scared of a Jalen Lane. They're not scared of a Luke McCaffrey. No offense to them. They're not of the same caliber in the same realm as a Terry McLaurin that can take the top off of a defense. So those D coordinators are figuring out you can, push up closer to the line of scrimmage and, shut down this Washington running game. So you're going to have to take a chance. You're going to have to take a shot. Look what, Kansas City was a perfect example where you had a Terry McLaurin. You had a couple of great, deep balls. The touchdown, you missed on fourth down. You took a shot. But who's going to be that guy for Washington? I guess it's going to be Jalen and Luke because Debo's not that guy. So Chris Moore maybe. So they got to find that dude that can keep a defense honest.
Scott, best guess from you here. If they drop this game to Seattle, do the Commanders become sellers at the trade deadline, which is Tuesday, I believe, 4 p.m. Eastern time?
That would put them at 3-6.
Yep.
You got to believe that Adam Peters would probably think long and hard of moving some pieces because at that point, with the tiebreaker scenario for an NFC wildcard, if you drop another one to an NFC opponent in Seattle, that's tough sledding. Certainly, you can have a chance in the division if you run the table in terms of beating Philly twice, beating Dallas, and beating the Giants again. But you're almost kind of have to look in the mirror and think long and hard of, hey, maybe a secondary needy team might take a chance on a Marshawn Lattimore. Maybe a defense out there needs a Deron Payne up front in the middle to clog some holes. So I think if they lose to Seattle, it is going to be an interesting decision for Adam Peters where he's going to have to look in the mirror. He's going to have to look long and hard at figuring out where's this team going, where are we at right now, and make the best possible decision.
What is the blueprint for trying to slow down Jackson Smith and Jigba, who last time I checked, I believe he's on pace for about 1,980 receiving yards, just off to a blazing start for the Seahawks?
Yeah, he's really good. I wish I had him on my fantasy team.
Me too.
He's been incredible. The leap he's made from year one to year two has been tremendous, and he's the guy. He's an all-around receiver. He can run every single route. He can take the top off of a defense. So the blueprint is you hope Marshawn Lattimore can duplicate that performance he had against Kansas City, because I thought that was probably one of his best games in a Washington uniform. And you just got to hope he does his thing. Pressure always helps. Sam Darnold is not Patrick Mahomes. I was on your program last week, and I thought you were going to get a great effort from Washington. You had a great effort in the first half. I hope they can bottle that up, that effort, that intensity, flying around with the football, that defensive mentality they had against Kansas City, and carry that over into Seattle. Because, again, Sam Darnold is not Patrick Mahomes, and I felt like that Kansas City second half, they basically got Patrick Mahomes. That was the big difference maker in my eyes of him making plays and getting out of the pocket, buying time, and I felt like that's why Kansas City won that game in the second half. So can you get Sam Darnold off his spot? Can you get him uncomfortable where you don't have a Jackson Smith and Jigba roaming free and he has all the time in the world to work his routes and get open? So I think, a Jacob Martin sacking, Patrick Mahomes twice on Monday was fantastic. He's got a great motor. He's playing with a lot of confidence right now. Do you bring, more people off the edge like Frankie Louvu or Von Miller in more pass situations? So I think pressure is key because, pressure, the defensive line, and the secondary goes hand in hand. So if you get home to the quarterback, it makes the job a lot easier for the Marshawn Lattimores and the Trey Amoses back.
Talking to Scott Abraham from ABC7, sports director and anchor, and you're at the park all the time. You were there during training camp, all these mini camps. I want to go back to Lattimore because he's been a lightning rod. Jason's kind of backed him. He's crushed him. Most fans crush him, and certainly he's had a lot of games where he's struggled. But take me back to training camp. What were you hearing about him besides him being healthy, and was he looking good? What were the expectations for Lattimore coming in?
I mean, I said it on my program, and I said it on your program. I thought the X factor and the difference maker for this defense was going to be the way Marshawn Lattimore played this season. And when I talked to him, I talked to him a couple times off the field in training camp. There was a hunger, there was a focus that I appreciated, knowing he feels like he has something to prove from his downer of a season a year ago with the injuries. So I felt like he was in the right headspace. He looked good. He looked fluid. He looked fast. He looked quick. But again, you don't really truly know until you go up against opposing teams. It's one thing going up against your own guys every single day and repping, knowing their tendencies. Where it's you're up against a CD Lamb, you're up against a neighbor's Jackson Smith and Jigba. So I felt like there was expectations that Marshawn Lattimore was going to have a bounce-back season. And right now, other than this one game against Kansas City, he struggled.
Yeah, two questions. I know you're barely there, but like in training camp, I don't know how much you guys were you guys able to watch full practices in training camp, or just 20 minutes at a time?
Yeah, we're allowed to watch the entire thing.
Right.
We just can't film certain segments.
Okay, so in training camp, because I'm kind of being a jerk, but I'm also being serious. I've been saying all week, I didn't know that Lattimore was actually capable of making a play on the ball. I really, I was like, oh my God, I've never seen him literally never seen him do that here. I was stunned that it was him. In training camp, did you ever see him intercept balls, make plays on balls, jump routes, or anything like that?
Yeah, I don't remember an interception, but I do remember a couple of jump routes, a couple of pass breakups. He made some plays, so it wasn't like he was just matched up there and not doing anything. So I certainly saw him active in certain situations. So not necessarily. I don't remember like a big pick six or breaking on a ball and taking it to the house type deal.
But something. Something. You did see something. Okay, all right, that's good, because I was stunned. Let's see if he could do it 2 weeks in a row.
So when he made that interception, EB, you're probably like, what is this, huh?
Well, no, I didn't. I would have bet all the money it was anybody but Lattimore.
Didn't compute.
That guy was like, well, who did that? And when I saw it was 2 or whatever the hell they said it was him, I literally was floored. My jaw hit the ground. I didn't know he was capable.
Well, it seems he's most comfortable in that press man, coverage, and that was the scenario on that play.
Yeah. So good on him. And I'm just being kind of a jerk, but honestly, I hadn't seen it.
Yeah, he is. He's being a jerk.
I'm being a jerk, but I honestly hadn't seen it. So I'm being honest. But here's the second part of my question.
Yeah.
The Wagner dilemma that we keep asking everyone. It appears obvious they're just not going to take him off the field. Like, everyone loves him, even though teams are exploiting him. They're finding ways to exploit him in the passing game. We know he's a leader. We know he's everyone loves him, but he's being exploited, and yet they're not moving him. Like, he's playing every snap.
But my counter, though, what's the alternative? Like, you want to see him out there?
Anybody?
Yeah, I mean, okay. Again, he's the best premier tacklers in the run game there is.
Right.
Again, we go back to the problem, as you mentioned. These offenses are finding ways to isolate Bobby Wagner in those passing situations where he has to cover a tight end or a running back, and that's a loss every time for the Washington defense. So how do you get around that? Do you take him out on those passing situations? But the problem is, some of these teams are isolating him on a first down or a second down. So I don't think, there's a better alternative right now to take a Bobby Wagner, your heart and soul of your defense, the guy that is the leader in the defense, that makes calls, that can time up a blitz like no other. You just kind of have to live and die with that scenario. Yeah, they're implementing a McGee a little bit more. They're implementing a Tyler Owens a little bit more. But I think they're doing those baby steps. You have to crawl before you walk before you run. But maybe as the season, if it goes downward still in the second half of the season, you might see a little bit more of a McGee out there.
I guess the alternative is you blitz him, right? So not expose him. You just got to blitz him. I don't know what the hell else you could do in a passing situation.
But sometimes he's just in the middle of the zone.
Right, he's useless there.
Yeah, but I agree with Scotty. I mean, what else? You got to play who you have.
It's not going to change.
So then you blitz him at least.
He's literally played in 100% of snaps.
In the passing game.
He's literally played in 100% of snaps in all but one game when he played 90%.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I just don't see them, taking him out. There's obviously a respect factor there with his relationship with Quinn and what he's done and where he's going in Canton. And they know what he means to that locker room, the vocalness, the leader, how much respect he commands in that huddle. So I don't think it's time yet to, okay, you're going to play 50% of the snaps. You're going to play only 75% of the snaps. I don't think you're at that point yet where this team still believes they can, get a couple of wins and get back right in this playoff race.
All right. What's your prediction, Scotty?
Again, it's a tough spot. Short week. Seattle coming off a bye. I think Washington is going to drop another close one. I think it's going to be close. I think Washington loses this game. Give me 24-20. Seattle wins 24-20.
All righty.
Fire sale time.
4 losses in a row.
We'll see. Yeah, it's just tough. I mean, again, I told you last week I thought you'd see a tremendous effort, and you saw that. And I think you're going to see it again, but I think Seattle also having that bye and a really good defense. I think Seattle's defense is one of the most underrated defenses in the NFL. Obviously, their head coach, McDonald, knows a thing or two about defenses. So we'll see. I think it's going to be tough, though.
Are you going to be able to hang out with the kids for Halloween tonight, or you got to work?
Oh, I took the day off, guys. This is one of my favorite days of the year.
There you go.
There you go, bro.
You're dressing up then?
Well, I think my wife and I are just going to do like a white hoodie, and then we're going to have the number 6 and the number 7.
Oh,
the 6,
no,
7
the 6,
thing.
7.
Right, the 6-7, right.
just to be cool with the kids,
Right.
All right, I like it.
All right, we'll have a couple cocktails.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, thank you, pal. Appreciate it.
Later.
Yep, bye-bye.
Okay.
Scott Abraham from ABC7. If they lose 4 in a row, I think it is time to play Titanic.
Oh,
and I thought
yeah.
we'd go
Oh,
the season without
100%.
playing Titanic.
Are you kidding? Of course. You
100%.
probably should have already played it. The boat's sinking.
Yep.
It's not sinking yet.
It
I
doesn't
feel-
mean it
You're
won't.
the one that started the week saying we've come back from 3-6 before.
I feel like
I
the
know, but you can't bank
iceberg.
on
I
that.
feel like the iceberg is out in the distance, and they haven't quite spotted it yet. They're sleeping up. They're sleeping up in the
hold on,
crow's
is there
nest.
such a thing? You can go next, Matt. Is there such a thing though? As your boat starts sinking and then you plug the holes? Has that ever happened?
That's a silly flex seal.
I guess.
Exactly.
I guess it technically can.
Has that ever
happen?
happened? Where like your boat starts sinking, but you plug the
I think
holes and then it starts
generally
floating again.
I think if it's
generally the
sinking, it's
odds
gone.
once it starts sinking, it's just going to the bottom.
All right.
Call Captain Steuben.
Yeah. Or Captain
Nice,
Stabbin.
nice old guy reference.
I thought that's who you were going for. What were you going to say?
I don't know, I forgot what I was going to say. I'd
That's
say
a
if they,
great-
I'd say if they lose this week, and if they lose against Detroit, then I think it's
yeah.
not after this week.
Oh, really?
No,
Just because
I
of the
think so.
mathematics
just
of
because
it?
of the mathematics.
Yeah, and
I'd say a different team pre Harris, pre Dan Quinn, pre Jaden. You could probably call it, but this team has a little more
Again,
life.
if they
a little
had
more
depends
talent.
how it
3-6 deficits before.
I
but
think
it's
it
just-
depends on how the game plays out. Like if they get smashed, then I think you can play the Titanic.
If they lose-
but I always said they just had to win 1 out of these 3. Now they lost the first one, and it wouldn't be great to lose this one. But if they win 1 out of 3, they can survive it, and then they got to start getting on a roll.
If they drop the next 2 games, that flight to Madrid is going to be the quietest flight ever. The quietest, and like nobody's. It's just going to.
If they lose
it's going to be
Detroit,
like a morgue on that plane. If they lose to Seattle and,
And
Detroit,
Detroit,
and then have to get on a plane to fly to Madrid to play
all
the
the way over
Dolphins
yeah.
in a lost season,
You know, they should send them by
Oh.
boat.
send them by boat
Yeah,
instead
send
of by
bo-
plane.
Yeah.
We take them a
Puni-
week
yeah,
to get there.
Punishment.
Should I tell the boys during the break about Captain Stabbin?
What was the name of the genre? Was it just called Captain Stabbin, or was he a character within?
I can't remember
he's
anymore.
a star.
But I have to do it because it's so funny.
It wasn't called like Sex Boat or.
They would be on a boat and they'd have sex with a girl and then they'd throw her overboard.
Yeah, to wash her off.
It's a little disrespectful.
No, and then they would throw a life preserver.
Okay.
They'd throw a life preserver, and then they'd sail off.
Yeah, well, it's like Bang Bus.
Yeah, it's like Bang Bus, but on a boat.
They let the girl out there, and all of a sudden they speed away. They peel wheels out of there.
They have sex on a boat, throw her overboard, throw her a life preserver, and then hit the engine and
they gun it.
hightail it out of there. Great bit. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
I tried to look up Captain Stabbin.
I mean, I don't think you're gonna find it.
I tried to Google Captain Stabbin boat name, and it came up with the Love Boat.
Those
Pacific
girls
Princess.
being tossed over the railing into the ocean, the parents should be proud.
All right, hold on, JP. Don't go to break yet because he says I gotta do BMW.
Why not?
I just don't know if I have
Do it
my
off
BMW.
the top of your head.
No, but I don't know if I have.
You're good at that.
We can go to break, and I'll get it to you.
You'll get it to me. Okay, I don't think I have it. Okay, to be honest with you. Okay.
All right, we'll go to.
All right, guys. You know how it feels when a same game parlay actually hits? Yep, me neither. It's been a while, but my guys at BMW Fairfax, they're on a serious heater. That's right. Miriam pulled off a deal with all 15 of their stores nationwide, and now they're loaded with new BMW X3s and X5s, easily the best odds you'll find anywhere. We're talking rates as low as 0.9% APR on the X3, 2.99% on the X5, all priced to move. They're not sitting on the sidelines, people. The new X3s and X5s are fueled up and ready to go. BMW Fairfax has the largest inventory of new BMWs on the East Coast. If you qualify for one of their military incentives, that's when it really gets crazy. Active duty, National Guard, reserves, veteran spouses, family members. You might be eligible and not even realize it. So don't wait, people. Lock it in while the odds are still in your favor. Do what I always do. Go to my girl Miriam at BMW Fairfax. Tell her EB sent you. For the ultimate buying experience on the ultimate driving machine, it's got to be BMW Fairfax. Check them out at bmwfairfax.com.
His nephew.
It was his nephew?
Was
Yeah.
it Scrappy Doo?
Yes.
Now, he was very annoying. Scrappy Doo was a try hard, try too hard, very annoying character.
You remember what he used to say?
Puppy power?
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Scooby Doo as a kid, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I know, so did I.
And my kids, they were exposed to it when they were growing up too.
Speaking of Halloween, I saw this article in the New York Times yesterday, and it relates to my neighborhood. I don't know if your neighborhood's like this. Jason has already mentioned that in Arlington, they go all out.
Arlington's crazy.
Well, my
neighborhood is not.
Do they have contests in your neighborhood?
No, my neighborhood.
They have a contest in my neighborhood.
If there was a contest in my neighborhood, my neighbor to my left would win. He gets horned up for Halloween. He literally has, I don't know, 75 skeletons in his front yard.
Right.
He's got a whole scene. Like, he goes hard for Halloween.
Yeah,
it's
so
his thing.
In my neighborhood, there's, and I know this didn't even finish in the top 3. There's a house that has like a skeleton wedding.
Yeah,
they've got an altar and they've got like
they're ripping off. They're ripping off my guy because that's exactly the same thing he's doing. Apparently, it's all the rage.
But that one didn't even place. But the article was about, have Halloween decorations become too scary? And what I will tell you is, I don't remember what it was like when we were kids that much. I feel like people had jack-o'-lanterns and they might have had some basic kind of like goofy Halloween stuff, very orange. You know, like just orange would pop out, right? Now, you see these like bloody scenes with zombies. There's a house in our neighborhood that must have 25 gravestones.
Just go to Home Depot like 2 months before Halloween and look at their Halloween setup. They've got like a tenth of the store is dedicated to Halloween at that point. So it's got big animatronic setups, like big scary werewolves and zombies.
So we have a couple of animatronics because Isabella's been very into Halloween since she was very little. We've got like the jumping spider, which is not really working right now. But if you walk in front of it, let's say you were coming to get candy, you're about to say trick or treat. Right. As you walk up, it sees you.
It's supposed to jump scare.
And then it jumps out at you.
Okay,
Yeah, it's kind of like Dewey was doing to his fellow Capitals players. But have you noticed that decorations, like skeletons, for example? All right, we have a couple skeletons. We have the regular size skeletons. There's a couple people in our neighborhood that have like 15 to 20 foot tall skeletons.
My neighbor's got one. Guy across the street's got one.
Yeah, those were the rage like 5 years ago.
Yeah, they were hot.
Yeah, they've morphed into like the big werewolf, the big Nosferatu looking thing.
Right.
I was visiting my parents. There was a house that probably had $5,000 worth of lawn ornaments.
You can spend a lot of money. Like some of those animatronic things at Home Depot, they go for like $400. I mean, it's pricey.
But it seems like it's gone beyond like what kids should deal with, right? So it's just
they could grow up.
It's gotten way more
They know
gory.
it's fake.
They can handle
I don't
it.
think it scares them.
So it's more adult.
It might scare a 4-year-old.
Yes,
it's for adults more than kids.
I just think it's a lot. It's not Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Hey, you know what?
Well, that's silly. That's
what
manly.
Halloween's about? You're supposed to get scared on Halloween.
Yeah.
And if you're walking around with your 6-year-old and it's too scary, you bypass that house.
Yeah, you know what? I don't want to do a haunted house unless I have to sign a waiver that I might have a heart attack.
Hey, you know what else?
Okay,
you do?
but you're an
you bend
adult.
down and you talk to your kid, your 6-year-old, and say, "It's make believe. It's not real. Just go up and get your Butterfinger or your Twix, and we'll be good. We'll go on to the next
Or your
house."
Almond Joy.
There's a house in the corner that has, I mean, like a full coffin. It has, like bats hanging everywhere. I mean, it must have taken them like days to set up their backyard.
I just don't know what.
Or it's actually front yard.
I just can't believe that people dedicate that much time to it.
They do.
I have people in my neighborhood do the same thing.
They get into it, man.
I decorate my place. I get nice.
Look, it's
spooky
what
season.
But then you
Silly.
have to take it down.
It's about what people like
Well, you
and
got
what
to take
they're
your
into.
Christmas stuff
Takes
down.
30 minutes.
I
He
hate that
doesn't
too.
put up Christmas.
Look,
I don't put much.
You spend
I try to-
2
I try to-
hours. You spend 2 hours in your backyard beating balls into a.
Because that's fun.
Well, that's fun to you. That's not fun to.
I'm
maybe other people in your
99% of
neighborhood.
America.
I'm not saying it should be fun to you.
Yeah.
But I just don't understand how putting decorations up is fun. To me, that's not
It's
fun.
getting in the spirit.
I don't understand it.
Well, you can have it up for a month.
I guess. Like I think hitting golf balls or playing pickleball or playing tennis or watching a game, fun.
Yeah.
Decorating your house,
And
not
there's
fun.
there's some people that go to and except there's a house in my neighborhood. All right, we all know Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
Although is that the movie which Jason didn't see? There's like a hole in your game.
Saw Field of Dreams a billion times.
Which is the
No,
movie?
he hasn't seen Bull Durham.
Oh, Bull Durham.
Oh, I think
Luke Lelouch.
I've seen Bull Durham.
all right.
So this house did
Crash
Field
Davis.
of Dreams, but it's called Field of Screams. So they first of all in their grass they have a little mini baseball field.
Okay, dorks.
All right, then they got the
That's pretty cool. though.
like the corn stalks and
I'm
everything.
sorry,
That's the most perked up Jason's ever been.
They've got like the corn stalks,
Yeah.
and then they've got like I don't know if they're skeletons or zombies. There's like all on the corn stalks, and that, by the way, finished third in our neighborhood.
Man, there's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, a lot
of
of
pressure
hey,
there.
hey, Mike Moore, are you there?
What's up?
There's a house in the Broad Run district in Ashburn in the front yard. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's got probably 750 skeletons.
Oh, that's a big yard.
Do you know the house I'm talking about?
No,
It's
but
got to be pretty famous over there.
Some people go crazy because when I was growing up, I think he still does it because one of my buddies, his younger siblings, trick or treat over there. They do a mini golf whole setup in the backyard. And it's like if you get a hole in one, you get like 5 king size candy bars, and they have like a whole haunted house that like.
There you go, Eric.
golf mix with Halloween.
Yeah, golf mix for Halloween. Now you're interested.
Their garage setup is like a haunted house that you walk through,
Yeah.
and then when you're done with that, you go to the backyard and play mini golf. That's like iconic in Ashburn Farm.
That's actually pretty good.
My dad, when I was younger, so the kids would walk up to the house like through the up the driveway, and my mom would hand out candy, bags of candy, everything. My dad used to wear a mask and lay in the bed of the truck. And when they would walk
That's
back
terrifying.
towards the street after getting their candy,
Yeah.
he'd jump out of the bed, and go roar! Like that. All the kids that would pee their pants, run down the street.
100% would be scared.
Yeah, all the dads slapping their knee, laughing.
Hold on. It had to have been a thing where by year 2, everyone knows he's doing it. Right?
Well, some kids do, some kids don't.
Some kids age out. There's a new crop of kids coming through.
That new crop of kids is scared.
Yeah,
Didn't know.
definitely.
Because I would imagine your house, you had the reputation for that's where the
That's
crazy old man comes out of the truck.
Yeah, or drunk.
Crazy Mr. Myers is going to jump out of the bed of his F-150.
I mean, it's kind of like what Lurch used to do.
And your brother theoretically should have dressed up as Michael Myers every year.
He's got a perfect Halloween costume every year.
I'm sure he hasn't heard this for,
Of course.
45 years.
If I would have changed my name, I would not go through life as Michael Myers.
Does he
I
go
just
by
can't.
Michael or do people call him Mike?
Both.
So he's either a homicidal
I'll call him-
killer.
I'll call him Michael, but friends and other people call him Mike.
Homicidal killer from Haddonfield, Illinois. Duh, everybody knows that. Or he's Mike Myers, the dude from SNL who played Shrek.
What's his middle name?
Thomas.
He should have done what you always didn't. You always wanted to be E. Carlton Bickle.
No, I never. No, you're conflating his story. My father said that I could use that as a signature, E. Carlton. He just thought that looked classy.
Right.
Right.
So instead of being
But he
Michael
never
Myers,
did.
he should be M. Did you say Thomas?
It should be M.
M.
Thomas.
Thomas.
M.
Myers.
Thomas Myers.
M.
yeah.
Thomas Myers. That
Not
sounds
nearly,
actually
not
like
nearly
an
as
actor
scary
or
sounding
something.
as Michael Myers.
All right, let's go to D. Woods. Calling from
It's all D.
Hotlanta.
Woods.
Hey, D.
Hey,
What's
D,
up, buddy?
by
Happy
the way-
Halloween.
By the way, D, I believe D is dressing up as Fred from
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
That's what I'm calling
So we
about,
should hang
Kate.
out together.
How did you know that?
Cakes, I want to fly you down to Atlanta tonight for the Halloween party. That's what I'm calling for. Just go straight to DCA. I got your plane ticket. You
Let's
tell me how
go,
much
baby.
it costs. I'm flying you down.
Will you have some Scooby snacks for him?
Yeah, hook me up.
I have all the Scooby snacks. They're going to be. I'll find a Daphne and a Velma.
You would be the whitest guy in Atlanta.
I would be the whitest dude in Buckhead. 100%.
You'd be hanging out with Mike Bray. You and Mike Bray hanging out in Buckhead.
Hey, by the way, I live You're right. I live in Buckhead, so like my neighbors. This is no joke, and I'm not big time. But like my neighbors are like Usher and Tyrese, right? Those folks live like a block away. You should see their houses and the decorations. It's brilliant. Like I'm talking about like skeletons taller than Lurch out in the yard.
I hope they're taller than me.
That's
The only thing about their decorations is they don't have foam coming out the ears like Lurch has right now.
Right.
How does it look right now?
Better than
This guy's a
yesterday.
millionaire.
You can't really see it right now.
Yeah, they're real millionaires.
You can't
Hey,
really see.
D, are you still doing those like group dates that turn
No,
into like
I don't
orgies?
do anymore. You know what, Bickle? I learned that I don't really like people. I don't like people like that.
You're my guy, D. We do need to hang out.
What do you mean? I feel like you're a very social person.
Well, I'm a social person with you guys and like the people that I like. But
D doesn't need any more friends.
He keeps his circle small.
That's exactly how I feel.
Hey, when you get to a certain age, you're kind of, I don't need any more friends. I'm
That's
all friends.
exactly how I feel.
Cakes and I are more like than you all think. Like I eat dinner at like 6 o'clock, and I'm like Jason. I actually go to bed at like 8:30 because I get up early in the morning. So I'm an old man.
Well, wait a second. That's a complete opposite of you like going on these orgy dates. That was just like 6 months ago.
Pickle, don't say that. I never went on orgy date.
Potential for orgy dates.
I thought that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
No, it was just to meet. It was just to meet people while I was down here. But I'm kind of over it.
Yeah.
It was like an it's just lunch date.
No, but it was like
But
group
just a group.
dates.
Right.
And I thought he was
Because
like,
it's a
I
little
thought
less
he was hooking up
pressure.
with like 3 or 4 at a time.
It's less pressure than a one-on-one
Yeah,
date.
so it's not like a one-on-one.
You know what he was doing? He was overpaying for drinks at the Four Seasons.
yeah.
That's what he was
Dude,
doing.
I was way overpaying. I sent you guys my bill. It was disgusting. I'm sick of myself. But I did I did have one more bill that was higher than that. It was at the Chastain, and I went for a pairing. Like we call it like you order not fixed menu, but you order like everything on the menu.
Right.
Yeah.
What's
Tasting.
it called? Tasting.
Yeah.
Oh
Right.
my God, Cakes! I'm gonna send you how much that bill was.
Okay.
Me and a friend.
I'm definitely going to retweet it. You think I'm not going to retweet that? Just be prepared.
All right. Well,
Jason's eyes are gonna bug out when he sees how much I paid for dinner that night.
Oh my gosh.
so stupid.
That is
All
dumb.
right, guys, happy Halloween.
Yeah,
Same
All right, have
Halloween,
fun tonight.
buddy.
Be safe. Make good
All right,
decisions.
have fun, Fred.
Later.
All
Later.
right, see you, buddy.
Fred was the serious one, right?
Fred was the blonde dude that wore like the scarf.
Ascot.
Is that what it is? An ascot?
Yeah.
I don't know the difference.
What do you wear? Like an orange sweater?
It was like that's the
Orange
ascot.
ascot.
Whatever whatever an
What's-
ascot is.
Yeah, what is the ascot?
Vat Valdez.
It's like the thing around your neck.
An ascot is like it's almost
Almost
it
like
looks
a
like
tie,
a
bow
mini
tie?
mini tie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's kind of a scarf and tie
Yeah,
mixed
who
together.
wears that? Just like
Rich people.
like the Rothschild.
Yeah, like rich people.
Trust me, I don't know. No idea how I know that. What
I don't
an
know where
ascot
you
is.
would buy one of those things.
I wouldn't know. Yeah.
Macy's? I don't know. Where would you buy one?
Hey, when we come back, we're going to make our picks on Seahawks Commanders. We want to hear from you. Do you think Washington gets on the right track and ends this 3-game losing streak with a win over Seattle? You can call us at 1-800-636-1067. It is now up as our Junkies poll of the day. You can vote at Junks Radio. Junkies polls brought to you by Surfside. Use the code JUNKS, that would be JUNKS, at their store.statesidevodka.com.
Valdez already went
and you
to the
get
store.
25% off select merch, tees, hats, hoodies, and more. Use that code JUNKS at store.statesidevodka.com. Coming up next, we'll make our picks on a Football Friday on The Fan. sale today at 10 a.m. For pre-sale tickets, visit foofighters.com. That's courtesy of Live Nation.
What? Good call, Jason. Halloween is a soundtrack album composed and performed by John Carpenter.
Hey, and caller number 11.
It's my boy.
At 800-636-1067. We'll hook you up with tickets to go see Iron Maiden.
Very
Special
good.
guest Megadeth.
Love it.
That's Friday, September 11th at Jiffy Lube Live. Tickets are on sale today at 10 a.m. For tickets and more event info, visit thefandc.com/events. So I was reading the ESPN.com matchup and reading about some details. You know, we always talk about the Commanders being banged up, but here's a little nugget for you. Our Honda Huddle, driven by your local Washington area Honda dealers. The Seahawks have had a lot of injuries in their secondary. So they drafted somebody in the second round. He's missed 3 weeks. Devin Witherspoon has only played in 2 games because of a knee injury. Their safety, Julian Love, hasn't played since week 4 because of a hamstring injury. So for you guys that have been talking about Jaden Daniels has to have a big game, maybe they're going to be able to take advantage of a banged up secondary.
I hope that's the case. That would be fantastic.
My gut was telling me that they're really going to try and pound the football, that Quinn is challenging them. They have an offensive line with some talent. He's like, let's get this thing going again, and that's been their formula.
Instead of shying away from a team that's good against the run, go man up and stuff the ball down their throats.
That's what my gut was telling me, but I could be dead wrong because if you look at some of these injury issues, Seattle's banged up in the secondary. Maybe, maybe it's a combination.
It's never going to be just 200 yards rushing, no passing. It's never going to be. It's going to be both. But I agree with you. I don't think they're just going to not run the ball.
Their safety, Julian Love, is questionable with the hamstring. Yeah, I mean,
he didn't practice Wednesday or yesterday, Julian Love, but I don't see him on the injury report on the Hour Lads. They usually have him in red.
Who's going to be the breakout X factor for them? Is it going to be a Luke McCaffrey? He's found the end zone.
It might be
times.
Jeremy McNichols. If they can't run the ball effectively, maybe their running the ball is the short passing game to McNichols. He could have a big role.
I think they got to get Bill going again. I mean, it's been a month since he had that game against the Chargers where everybody was super excited. He's running for 8 yards a carry. Very limited success against the Bears. The last 2 weeks has had no success.
I'm not averse to
they
trying
need to get it going.
But if it's getting stopped early, you got to have an effective pivot.
Well, you can't necessarily count on Bill cakes, but you know what you can count on?
Our friends at Paramount Plus.
That's right. You can count on Sundays. The
I know
NFL
what I can count on.
CBS and Paramount Plus. Stream your local NFL games live every Sunday, all season long, starting just $30 for your first year. That's like $250 a month. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. All right, time for us to make our picks. I think if you look at the numbers, you would say Seattle's going to win. If you look at all of these breakdowns we've talked about, Seattle, can't run on them. Seattle's offense Washington's offense was supposed to be one of the most prolific offenses in the NFL. It's middle of the road right now. Some of that is because of the injuries. Meanwhile, Seattle, Sam Darnold, they're kicking butt. We've talked about JSN all morning. He's got 50 catches off the street. Like, everything points to that, except it's a home game. And I kind of agree with the EB. I don't see Washington losing 4 in a row. So it's more of a tingle play.
Yeah.
But I think Washington's going to find a way. I do think Coach Quinn has challenged them this week. I think they're going to have some success offensively. Jaden is back. I understand Terry's not there, but Jaden is back. That's the most important thing. I'll take Washington in a close game, 23-20.
I kind of agree with you. I don't know how they're going to win because on paper they don't win this game.
It's definitely a hope play.
But the NFL is unpredictable, and traveling across the country is not easy, even though Seattle's been good on the road. I just think they find a way. 27-24, Washington.
I have Seattle topping the Commanders 28-21. Look, the Sam Darnold, the JSN connection is a real thing. That chemistry they have is crazy, and I don't know if the Commanders have a way of stopping it. And they're going to stop the run, most likely. I don't see the Commanders going for 150 or 175 rushing yards on the ground like they did in some of their early victories. I think Seattle wins 28-21.
I'm going to go with the other boys. I understand where Cakes is coming from. Very logical. It's a heart play. I think this team is too well coached. There are too many veterans, and we got our superstar back in a must-win Code Red situation. They find a way. I'll take our boys 27-24. Somebody's going to kick a field goal. I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be Gay or if it's going to be, what was the guy's name?
Matt Wright.
Matthew Wright. I don't know who it's going to be. Valdez. Somebody's going to kick a field goal.
Wright's not a good name for a kicker.
No, it's not.
Right?
Valdez,
Right.
if you get the call, if you're the kicker, please wear your Surfside can out on the field.
It's better than
good
Blew
look.
It.
Huh? Better than Blew It.
Yeah,
Blew It was the
definitely
worst
better
name
than
for a
It's a
kicker
terrible,
ever.
that is a terrible name for a kicker.
Yeah, he should have changed his
Was that
name.
the kid? Was he from
EB, what was
Gonzaga?
your score?
Is he
I
local?
think he was.
27-24.
The same as Jason's?
All right.
I don't
You
know.
guys have
that-
the exact same pick.
I think he had a
That's
different
fine.
score. Didn't
No,
you?
I had 27-24.
Oh, that's what I said.
All right, we're on the same page.
Whatever.
Victory Monday. It's been a while.
Oh, we're so desperate for it.
Due for
what?
Victory Monday.
This is a classic Do Theory game right here. We are due, buddy.
All right, everybody have a happy Halloween for Bish, Cake, CB. I'm JP. Enjoy the weekend. Be Mitch and Finley next here on The Fan.